What's going on, guys? Welcome to day 2 of the 100th annual state wrestling tournament here in Des Moines, Iowa. I am Worm Buffelli alongside Lars Underbach, one of the founders of IA Wrestle. Lars, what's going on, brother?
Back for more. Couldn't get enough yesterday. 12 hours in the arena just wasn't quite enough.
No, we decided to make it a double today. Tell you what, so for people that are just tuning in, we're going to do first round here is going to be consolations from yesterday. Then we're going to move right into the quarterfinals, and then third round consolations on the backside as well. So basically, what I was told this morning, Lars, is this first wave here is going to be nothing but consolation.
Yep.
Then they're going to run quarters on 5, 6, 3, and 4.
Yep.
And
Middle formats.
Middle four, and then the corners are going to be consolations as well.
Yep.
But this is the blood round, though.
No, these guys got to win 3 matches to place yet.
Okay, gotcha.
They still got to win 3, so we're still a couple. We won't see the blood round till tomorrow.
Okay.
So everybody in this round has got to win twice this morning just to stay alive, to even have a shot to place.
That's what we have to do here at the state tournament. All right. So
long road back.
Yes, sir. So here we go. Just going to start right off the bat. On mat 1, we got Brandon Tramer out of Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln taking on Kylan Walsh of Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Mat 2, we got Lucas Reeder of PV taking on Eddie Salgado of Ankeny. On mat 3, Xander Mance of Lewis Central. He's taking on Hudson Fleming of Bettendorf. Mat 4, we got Kent Montgomery taking on Drake Pelton of Milwaukee. 5, we got Connor McGonigal of Liberty taking on Isaac Bierman of Johnston. Mat 6, we got Noah Current taking on Dallas Center Grimes taking on Marion Norton out of Waterloo East. Mat 7, we got Caden Gress out of Spencer taking on Oliver Lang of West Des Moines Valley. And on mat 8, we got Cole Kasaprek of Clear Creek Amana. He's taking on Tatum Deppie of Cedar Rapids Xavier. So right off the gate here, man, for those that missed out yesterday, what are we taking away out of 3A first round yesterday?
Southeast Polk is good.
Yeah, it's their world, and pretty much everyone else is just playing with it. Tell you what, though, I mean, we talked, and then in 1A, obviously, Bosco's kind of doing the same thing. But, you know, we talked about it all day yesterday, and you lived up to the hype last night. 2A, that's going to be the talk of this tournament, man.
Man.
That team race is going to be absolutely wild. And we're going to, and I think today is where we're going to find out, like, where everyone really kind of goes. 'Cause, I mean, Assumption's leading right now in the Class 2A race. Do they have enough firepower to keep going through day 2? Does Eddyville Blakesburg make a push towards it? I mean, I was kind of calling this Gut Check Thursday now.
Yeah, this is kind of separation day. This is where you start to see those teams separate, those individuals separate. You know, you're either punching your ticket to the semifinals, you're already in the top 6, or on the backside, you got guys starting to drop. So, you know, these guys need to stay alive for their teams. They start bowing out. They're not scoring any more team points. All of a sudden, those teams are going to start falling back. So this is a really, really big morning of consolations in the team race. We're really going to find out a lot, you know, and then team goes and puts double digits guys possibly this morning into the semifinals. They're going to put it out of their reach.
Down on mat 1, looks like Braden Tramer. He's going Saturday Night Ride here on a Thursday morning, going for the tech pin over Kylan Walsh, Cedar Rapids Kennedy. There's the fall. So Kylan Walsh, Cedar Rapids Kennedy, he bows out of the state tournament as Braden Tramer moves on. Down on 2, Eddie Salgado of Ankeny. He's up 7-6 right now over Lucas Reeder of PV. About 1:45 left here in the second. Xander Mance up 3-0 right now. One of the kids that we were kind of talking about yesterday won his first round match and then lost the second. So he's going to be one of those kids like you see where he goes on how he manages the backside of the state tournament.
Yeah, Mans is definitely a kid capable of making a deep run here back to the backside. Same with like Kent Montgomery down on mat 4 from Newton, real tough guy. Great wrestler. He's up 6-0 right now on Pelton out of Waukee. He's another name that I would expect to come flying back through there and at 106 pounds. So you're already seeing some darn good wrestlers on the backside. Oliver Lang out of West Des Moines Valley, guys like that, you know, a guy like Oliver Lang, Valley's expecting to score a lot of points here on the backside. And honestly, I think I was told you still have the capability of scoring as many points as the backside as you would going through the front at this point in time.
Oh, really?
Because of bonus points and everything else, you can still win like 5 matches. You know, there's a lot of points to be had on on the consolation side here this morning.
So yeah, like you know, like some of these these teams, like well, it looks like Xander Mance did get the pin over Hudson Fleming and Bettendorf, so he advances on.
Down on mat 2, we got a good one. And second period, it's Eddie Salgado out of Ankeny leading 8-6 over Lucas Reeder out of Pleasant Valley. Oliver Lang down on mat 7, we just talked about, is already up 13-1 late in the second period on mat 7.
Now wrestling on mat number 3. Consolation round of 113 pounds.
These will roll fast. Again, I think there's eight matches per weight. We got 8 mats. This round will go pretty quick, and then we'll, as soon as this round's over, we'll just keep rolling. Like I say, those middle 4 mats. For those of you listening, there's 8 mats. We're dead center up top. Middle 4 mats right in front of us are going to be quarterfinals. Outside will be consolations.
Down on 3, we got Kobe Pfizer of Bondurant Farrar. He's taking on Isaiah Greer out of Sioux City East. Pfizer looked really good in his first match, and then kind of got caught up. He just gives up a takedown here right away, or here in the 30 seconds into this match.
1-0 match in the third period down there on mat 8. Cole Kasperick out of Clear Creek Amana taking on Tatum Deppy of Cedar Rapids Xavier. Deppy, another one of those names that you kind of saw for years and years and years coming up through AAU. Maybe hasn't quite making that jump, in high school yet, but
no, he was state qualifier last year.
Yep, only sophomore.
Yeah, but also, he still kind of looks like a little bit of an undersized 106.
Yeah,
I saw it last night with Lucas Peters out of West Delaware too.
Yeah,
last night,
he's
where
still
it's like
tiny, isn't
it's
he?
like, man, like you are so talented, and like
Yep.
when he's wrestling guys his size, it's lights out. But then there was one. I mean, in his round of 16 match, you could tell like some of these 106 pounders, man, they're still still trying to grow into that minimum weight right now, and it shows with some of these guys.
Absolutely. Oliver Lang of West Des Moines Valley picks up that tech fall down there on mat 7, 19-3.
Down on 3, Pfizer gets the escape and a takedown, ties it up here at 4. Man, Greer backing on the outside single again. I tell you what, these two are gunslinging right now.
Yeah.
Now wrestling on mat number
Hey, this
7.
is do or die. This is your state tournament on the line every match from here on out.
Over on 7, we got Landon Gottschalk out of the 8th seed out of Bettendorf. He just scores first takedown on Peyton Philivon out of Dallas Center Grimes. Gottschalk, a blood round kid last year, had a rough round of 16. First round yesterday morning. So he's trying to bounce back here, and he's jumping out to a 3-0 lead right away.
Down on mat 4, Kent Montgomery out of Newton builds his lead up to 9-1 over Pelton out of Waukee. Let me pull up some of these rankings we got here. So we talked about Mance. Mance came in ranked 8th. Oliver Lang ranked 11th.
Down on 8, looks like Cole Kasperzik gets the fall over Tatum Deppy.
Wow.
Tell you what, Clear Creek Amana, we were talking about yesterday, kind of a team that's really starting to come into their own here in the last couple of years. They're starting to build something good there.
Yeah, and it's just a growing school, growing area too. So they keep adding hammers, and they're just getting tougher and tougher.
Well, I mean, that Tiffin area, I mean, pretty much those kids that probably would have gone to Iowa City West, now that, those cities are growing, they're starting to almost grow into those districts where going to Clear Creek isn't a viable option for them.
Same with Iowa City Liberty, taking some of them too. So really breaking up some of those Iowa City kids now. What do we got here? 12-11. Down on mat 2, Eddie Salgado of Ankeny holds on for 12-11 win over Lucas Reeder out of Pleasant Valley.
That's a gutsy win at 9 in the morning.
Right. Oh, Pfizer. I didn't see what happened down there, but all of a sudden Pfizer went up 14-4, and it looks like he just got the fall down on mat 3. So Kobe Pfizer, Bondurant Farrar.
Wow, he just fired that one up. Landon Gottschalk taking off a 6-0 lead, hitting 2 really nice Kellys.
Mat number 2, consolation round 113 pounds. James Fuller, Port Madison. Mike Heisinger, Dubuque Hempstead.
Good match going on mat 1. Elliot Gnuich out of Cedar Rapids Xavier taking on Maxwell Davis out of North Scott. That is 4-3 right now in the second period.
Over on 2, we got Ike Heisinger of Dubuque Hempstead. He's taking on James Fuller of Fort Madison.
Oh, Fuller with the headlock.
Right away.
Ward Norwalk now wrestling mat number 3 at 120. Now wrestling on mat number 5.
Montgomery and Newton picks up the 9-4 win over there on Matt Ford to advance.
Heisinger, though, weathers the storm, pops out.
Only
Now,
2 near fall. Looks like 2 reversals, so 5-2.
Now wrestling mat number 5, 113.
so now Ike's going to have to get his turn here.
Now wrestling on mat number 4, consolation round, 113 pounds. Gabe Showers, Council Bluffs.
Coming out now on mat 3, we got Chandrell Thompson out of Johnston taking out Maddox Ward out of Norwalk.
Lincoln.
Down on 7, Landon Gottschalk advances with a 15-0 tech fall over Peyton Philhan on Dowser.
Those are big points for Bettendorf coming through the backside. That's a extra point and a half. You don't get as many advancement back there, but that's a point and a half.
Heisinger now got a bar going here. He's looking for the fall.
Now wrestling mat number 7, consolation round, 120
Oh, he's tightening up there. There it is.
Fall. Over the 10 seed. He's pumped up.
So 10 seed. 0-2 barbecue, we think?
120 pounds.
You never know.
Speaking of, are the O2 barbecue shirts available at the I Wrestle merch stand this year?
They are.
Oh, nice.
Down in Buzzer Billy's between sessions. You can grab your own.
Make sure you stop down today.
Tons of new gear, tons of stuff down there.
Which reminds me, I need to text Tony. And
Steph Hager killing the game.
I need them to pull a hat.
So coming out now on mat 7, we got the 9 seed Caleb Arroyo out of Urbandale taking on Hudson Ritzert out of Pella. Coming out on mat 2 is Sylvester Cotto out of Waterloo West taking on Nicholas McRae out of Bondurant Farrar. Good one down on mat 8. In the second period, we're tied 4-4. Damian Yeoman out of Fort Dodge. Isaiah Martinez Ruiz out of Norwalk. I don't know if you knew this, Worm. Aaron Martinez, also employed by IU Wrestle. That's his boy down there right now on mat 8. So we're going to kind of zero in a little bit on him. Comes in as a 10 seed. He's wrestled an awfully tough schedule this year, but right now he just built his lead up. He's up 8-4 on Damian Yeoman out of Fort Dodge. Ruiz now looking for a fall.
I tell you what, man. I mean, you want to talk about a lot of these Cedar Rapids Metro schools. I mean, you have to say they got probably the toughest schedule in the state by far.
Yeah.
Every one of those teams are just dogs. You're very unlikely to have an easy duel in that schedule.
Right. Yeah, you're night in, night out wrestling Polk, Ankeny, Centennial,
Fort Dodge,
Waukee Northwest. Carlisle this year is very good.
Blackfoot, looks like Yeaman out of Fort Dodge tried hitting a backflip out of a single, so there's a penalty point there. Which I don't understand a penalty point. I understand
stopping it or caution, whatever.
Yeah, but take a penalty point away for being athletic. Come on, man.
Don't want somebody getting kicked in the face.
Oh, it's a tough sport, man.
It is a tough sport.
On mat 3, we got a takedown here from Chandrell Thompson out of Johnston. He's up 6-1 over Maddox Ward out of Norwalk. Big shout out to Jack the Wrestler. He wanted to first thing he comments, he's the first one to comment on the post, so shout out to you, Jack. Down on 2, looks like Sylvester Cody out of Waterloo West. He's up 3-0 over Nicholas McRae at Bondurant Farrar. Is Bondurant Farrar getting to a point, too, where it's just going to be one Bondurant and one Farrar?
I'm not sure Farrar can support themselves. Bondurant sure can.
Well, it's wild. Was it when we were coming up? Bondurant was a 1A, 2A school. Now they're a full-fledged 3A.
Yeah, they had some dogs back in my day. The Corey brothers, Jeremy Sprague.
Down on 4 here, Isaiah Streif of West Dubuque. He is up 4-3 over Gabe Showers of Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln.
Now wrestling mat
Going to be
consolation rounds,
one of those kids we were talking about yesterday, where a 25 and 20 kid coming in on that third place district final. Nice to see him get a nice lead here in a second.
West Des Moines Valley picks up another big bonus point win, 16-0 at 113 for George Grant, Mavromatis.
Again, Valley with the 6 singlets today. Looks like Ruiz here trying to get some back points here, but
oh geez, little power out of Yeoman coming out of that.
Yeah.
So 2-point reversal makes it 15-10 in favor of Martinez Ruiz. There's Escape, 16-10. Minute and a half left in that match. Down on mat 4, we got Isaiah Streif out of Western Dubuque with a 4-3 lead over Gabe Showers out of Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln. Coming out on mat 6.
Got Cradle. We got a fall there on 1. Josh Bergkamp out of Dowling. He pins Jose Mendiata out of Clear Creek in the first period.
Coming out on mat 6, Jose Ayon out of Sioux City North taking on Grayson Manning out of Waukee Northwest. I just remember Manning yesterday was up by about 7-8 points and got put to his back and pinned. So that's one Waukee Northwest needs to come firing back to the backside here. Kid capable of putting up a lot of points in a hurry here.
Ruiz had a real nice half there, but let it go. Tied up 4-4 here down on mat 4. We got a good one here with 2 minutes left. Gabe Shower, Council Bluffs taking on Isaiah Streif.
Looking for a fall, possibly over on 5. Looks like a Granby out of Boone. Mason Ostentink out of Boone, and wrestling Liam Fitzgibbon out of Pleasant Valley.
Down on 1, Kellen McKenna, West Dubuque, first takedown right away. He medically forfeited out of his round of 16 or his second round match yesterday.
You can noticeably see him limping as he comes back to the center there.
Yeah, he's pretty banged up right now. So I think the conversation I was talking to some West Dubuque people is I'm pretty sure he's got one in him a day.
Yeah.
Well, today he's got.
Well, he's gonna have to find 2 today.
Yeah, he's got to find 2 today. So
find 2 today, 1 tomorrow. You find yourself in the award stand, but that's just go stand outside for like 45 minutes with your shoe off and see if that helps. Freeze it.
Yeah.
Looking for a fall down on mat 3. Evan Simpson out of Cedar Falls. He's already up 13-2 in the first period. Looks like time's going to run out, but he's going to get some near fall. So after the first period, Evan Simpson, Cedar Falls already leads Colby Cross of Marshalltown 15-2. Martinez Ruiz did pick up a 23-10 win down on mat 8 for Norwalk. Hats off to Isaiah.
That was a good win.
Absolutely. We talked about Grayson Manning, Waukee Northwest, putting up some points. He's already up 6-0 down there on mat 6.
All tied up here on 4 with 23 seconds left. Streif's got to get one big push out of bottom. Try getting that 1 here.
Grayson Manning looking for a fall now on 6. Not a lot of time left. Not going to get it, but he's going to get 4 near falls. So the first period ends 10-0 in favor of Grayson Manning.
Looks like we're going to be as I say, we're possibly going to overtime here on mat 4.
No riding time?
No riding time.
Yep, there we go. Heading to overtime.
Thing about Streif, man, is he's one of those kids, man, that coming up in the AU ranks, I've been coaching him. He's got to figure out how to win this overtime match. Seems like that's kind of been his kryptonite for a long time, and so hopefully a little bit of maturity in the year, he can weather the storm here and possibly pull something off. Catches the underhook here for Streif, looking to cut the corner.
Got his hand tied up on the other side. Clear some hands here. There comes Showers reaching across on that dresser dump for 3. Now he's got him on his back, so. Gabe Showers, Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln, looking for a fall, but he's going to defeat Isaiah Streif out of Western Dubuque.
It's tough.
Down there on 7, looking for a fall, Noah Phillips out of Council Bluffs, Thomas Jefferson. He's already up 11-0 on Malachi Clement. So that one's going to be over, either tech or pin down there on 7. Noah Phillips will advance. Down on 3 now, we got Andrew Rowland, Ankeny Centennial looking for a fall. Ankeny Centennial, another one of those teams, going to be in the mix. They take all the bonus points they can get back here. Doesn't get the fall, but he gets 4 near fall. It's 7-0 now early in the first period. Grayson Manning, I believe, picked up a fall for Waukee Northwest.
Down on 1, Cal McKenna still holding on to a 3-1 lead. About a minute 30 left here. I think he chose bottom, and I think that was probably one of the smartest moves there.
Yeah, I don't know. Another one for the team race here coming out on mat 2, Stony Wood out of Indianola. Going to be taking on Owen Duffick out of Lewis Central, Council Bluffs.
Owen Duffick, Lewis Central, Stony Wood, Indianola. Duffick, Lewis Central, Wood, Indianola.
Liam Fitzgibbon over there on mat 5. Liam Fitzgibbon out of Pleasant Valley up to 10-2 lead in the third period over Mason Ostentink out of Boone.
Dubuque Hempstead, Harrington Clinton.
Another Waukee Northwest down in 7, talented freshman, highly ranked freshman, Hayden Hutt, Waukee Northwest, now taking on Dylan Backham out of Spencer.
Down on 6, we have Elijah Hyatt out of Dubuque Hempstead. He's taking on Brody Harrington Clinton. This is a district match. I keep putting Hempstead in that Bettendorf district.
Now wrestling mat number 3, consolation to 132 pounds. Jaron Gilgee, Bondurant Farrar.
Hayden Hutt already got a takedown, got a cradle locked up. We're only 45 seconds into that match. He's looking for a fall.
Hyatt with the takedown here on 6. Let him go.
There's a fall for Hutt. So a couple early pins here for Waukee Northwest. So they're racking up some bonus points on the backside. That's going to be huge in the team race.
Down on 8, we got Evan Stahl of Lamar's. He's taking on Carson Pulver of Pleasant Valley. Pulver up a 6-1 right now.
Still scoreless on mat 2, Stony Wood, Indianola. Owen Duffick out of Lewis Central. McKenna was able to get the escape down there on 1.
I tell you what, you want to talk about, sometimes you got to be good, but sometimes you just got to be tough.
Right.
And I think he's proving that today.
120 pounds.
In on a shot now. Gets blocked, but he's in the front headlock position here. Kellen McKenna, Western Dubuque, leading 4-1 in the third period over Blake Forrester out of Dallas Center Grimes. Down on mat 7 now, we've got the 8 seed, Carter Schorsch out of Lewis Central, taking on Tegan Kendall of Cedar Rapids Prairie. Just underway. Looks like Carson Pulver looking for a fall, possibly over on 8.
Pulver's only a freshman, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sophomore. Carson Pulver's a sophomore.
Okay. Down on 1 here. McKenna's still up 4-1 here with a minute left.
Looks like Stony Wood out of Indianola picked up a first period takedown. They're starting the second. Wood leads 3-0. He chooses bottom here against Duffick. It hits a Granby immediately. That's got to be reversal. There you go. 2 reversal now, getting some near fall.
Oh, we got takedown here on 1, tying it up. McKenna and Forrester. 46 seconds left.
Stony Wood hit that Granby. Now he's got the head, trying to stack him up over here on 2. Looking for a fall for his team out of Indianola. Looks like Duffick's going to get off his back, though.
McKenna got the quick 1, but he's got about 30 seconds here. Yeah. You guys have to weather a flurry here.
Oh, he takes a bad
gets put into his back.
McKenna leads the whole way, takes a bad shot, gets whipped right over.
Oh, man, you hate to see that. There's
Blake
the fall.
Forrester gets a late fall. Gutsy performance, but not quite enough for Kellen McKenna.
Yeah, hats off to Kellen McKenna, man. I know he's hurting.
Mat 4, Benjamin Rosen, Iowa City Liberty is out to a 9-1 lead over Will Smith out of Linmar. Down there on 6, Elijah Hyatt's out to a big lead.
How have we not had any Fresh Prince references to Will Smith yet?
Right.
Like we got to drop the ball on that one.
Yeah.
We got excited with AC Roller yesterday. We were not even talking about that. Elijah Hyatt, beautiful re-attack there.
Carson Pulver out of Pleasant Valley picks up a major decision, 11-2 down on mat 8.
Hyatt's got Barron up 12-3 here, 30 seconds left in the second.
Guys, drop us comments here in the chat if there's somebody you want us to try to keep an eye on, cover. Let us know how we're doing.
We got a California viewer today.
Nice. I like that.
Last night during 2A, we had in Alaska. They said it was 40 degrees up there.
They from Iowa?
I guess, but I asked how the weather
Maybe
was
some
up there, and
family.
he goes, "Oh, it's 40 degrees up there." And I'm like, I've never wanted to move to Alaska more in my life right
Right.
now.
I think it was -2 when I walked in this morning.
Makes you feel alive, though. Then you want to.
It'll wake you up. We might have needed a little wake-up call this morning, so we'll take it.
Hyatt with the tech fall here on 6. Good win there.
Down on mat 2, Stony Wood of Indianola now up to a 9-0 lead over Duffick out of Lewis Central. On the mat now on mat 1, Isaiah Thompson out of Indianola taking on Cash Kiner out of West Des Moines Valley. So again, both those teams, can use these guys. Need some wins on the backside, some bonus points on the backside. So we'll try to keep an eye on that. Same with down on mat 5, Kane Keller, Waverly Shellrock. Waverly always in that mix. He's got a 6-0 lead over Max Panos out of Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Luis Avalos out of Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln will take a 6-3 lead into the third period over Jaron Gilgy out of Bondurant Farrar.
Down on 2. Stony Wood out 11-0 right now over Owen Duffick in the third period here.
Looking for
the fall here. This is big points for Indianola.
Yep. So
They're currently in third place right now.
He hasn't had 4 count yet, so it's going to be over either way. There's the fall. Was up 11-0 when he took him over, so it was over either way. But official Ben Marshall will slap the mat.
Down on 6 here. Evan Paulus out of Linmar taking on Colin Krause of North Scott.
Now on the mat, what do we got down there? Carter Schorsch. I know some people were asking about him yesterday out of Lewis Central. He's up 9-1 over Tegan Kendall of Cedar Rapids Prairie. Here comes young Calvin Ratchie out on the mat on mat 2. The freshman got upset yesterday, but
he might be on revenge tour.
There's a 2-second takedown out of Ratchie.
Yeah.
So he leads 3-0 over Brock Hessenes out of Lamar's.
This is that kid in the bracket, if you're a guy that
you're like, this guy seriously fell to me already.
Yeah. You're sitting there, you're looking at the bracket the night before, and you're like, hey, I might have a good little run here. And all of a sudden, like a kid like Calvin Ratchie falls in the backside, and it's like, well, gonna have a tough one tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we had a couple tough kids. And the number 3 seed, I think it was, at 175 out of Carlisle, Nash Noland. Fell first round yesterday, or his first match, Calvin Ratchie. So a couple real good kids in 3A are going to be wrestling here this morning. Ratchie with some near fall. It's going to be 7-0, 40 seconds into that match.
Carter, it's already started, man.
Oh, down on mat 4, Benjamin Rosen, Iowa City Liberty, with a 12-2 lead. He's sending Will Smith back to Bel Air.
Nice.
Boom. There it is. Calvin Ratchie with another tilt. Just kind of a wrist tilt, roll through. Working on some more near fall.
You want to talk about a kid? I mean, he's had a great season so far. I mean, he beat Trevino at the Mendenhall. Like, he's showing that he can do it. But, I mean.
Beat TJ Kester, defending state champ.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about just like we said, like this morning session is actually probably benefiting some of these, like, especially like a kid like Calvin who, had enough time to kind of lick his wounds.
Yeah.
And then wake up this morning and be like, all right, it's time to feel dangerous.
He kind of, looked, I don't know, didn't look like himself yesterday. Looked a little almost worn out. Kind of wonder if nerves maybe got the best of the freshman here, but he's on a warpath this morning. He's already up 13-1 here in the first period. Still 30 seconds left in the first. Down on mat 5, Waverly Shellrock gets a 18-0 tech fall. That's Kane Keller. Wins 18-0.
Good win there for the sophomore out of Waverly.
Now wrestling mat number
He's a sophomore already?
Yeah.
Yep. Easton Beeler Spencer.
Son of Wartburg head
Ben
coach
Gallagher,
Eric
Walkie Northwest. Beeler Spencer.
The great
Gallagher, Walkie
Eric
Northwest. Now wrestling mat number 3, 138.
Looks like we got West Des Moines Valley coming out on 5 now. That's Aiden Schultz. Be taking on Danny Cleveland out of Sioux City East.
Cameron Bennett.
Ratchie with a 13-1 lead going into the second period. He's going to go neutral. So a takedown there will end that one.
Mat number 7 at 138. Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 126 pounds.
Down on mat 1, Cash Kiner out of West Des Moines Valley with a 6-3 lead over Isaiah Thompson out of Indianola. That's in the start of the third period.
Over on 6 here. Looks like Paulus gets a takedown.
Looking for a quick fall already over on 5 is Danny Cleveland out of Sioux City East.
That's a big one. He's got to settle in tight, though.
Calvin Ratchie finishes off 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Gets the 16-1 tech fall. So good match out of Ratchie there. Get him rolling this morning.
Down on 2 here. Looks like we got Hud Turner, Linmar, taking on Jay Halverson at Clear Creek. You know, Turner, we were talking about yesterday, dude, like a tough kid. Kind of had an interesting match in the round of 16, but, you know, he's one of those kids, I think he can make a little depot run here this morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Halverson, Clear Creek, Amana. Turner, Linmar.
Down on mat 4 now, we got a pretty good match. Soren Kelsall out of Pleasant Valley is going to be taking on Rex Edmonds out of Iowa City Liberty.
Turner right away on the high crotch.
Edmonds only a freshman down there. He's going to be one to watch.
What conference is Clear Creek in? You know?
I believe they're still in the WAMAC.
Okay.
Now wrestling mat number 5 at 140.
So a lot of 2A schools there, but that's a tough conference. Williamsburg, Mount Vernon, Solon, Independence, Clear Creek,
West Delaware.
Linmar now wrestling mat number
West
5 at
Dubuque used to be in it.
144.
Anamosa was in it for a while, too. And if Anamosa had the team that they had this year in that conference, man, that could have been a fun tournament to go watch.
Yeah. Anamosa in the River Valley Conference now. Alburnett, did you know all this? Alburnett joining the River Valley next year. So you have Alburnett, Wilton, Anamosa, West Liberty, West Branch. So they're getting better and better.
Oof.
Then all the way up into your neck of the woods, Cascade, Bellevue, all those schools. So. Beckman, yep.
It's going to be some long Thursday nights with those 9,000 quads you guys have a year.
Tell me about it. Made a lot of those trips. Down on mat 8, Nick McAllister out of Waukee with a 13-2 lead late in the match over Chase Williams out of Iowa City High.
According to Cascade's basketball coach, he does all the conference officiating and reviewing for the River Valley. He does a popcorn review, too, in all the conference. Apparently, right now, Wilton leads with the best popcorn in the RBC.
It's disappointing. I'm going to need to work on that.
Yep, you guys are going to have to go to a movie theater and figure it out. Turner up 8-2 right now. I mean, he is just living on Halverson's legs.
Turner's one of those kids that just walks in and you're just like, that kid's a wrestler. Just a sawed-off little brick.
Yeah. And it looks like he moves at a pace that is like...
Yep. Cash Kiner out of West Des Moines Valley picks up a big win over Isaiah Thompson of Indianola down on mat 1.
I might have been just blind. I just don't remember him on the AAU circuit that much.
Hud Turner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was a little stud.
Okay.
He maybe didn't have quite the accolades of, you know, some of his teammates. Noah Hawk Irvin and Barrett Mira, some of those guys. Braden Fish. But he was right there with them. And he was just one of those kids that got better and better every year.
Yeah, I mean, we do talk up that AAU circuit a little bit, but I mean, sometimes, you know, or actually majority of the time, you have these kids that didn't really have that much of a run of success in the AAU circuit that go on and, you know, have really good careers. I mean,
yeah, definitely doesn't define, you know.
You don't want to be referring to yourself as an AAU hammer.
Right.
Coming up.
You know, I always kind of, with my boys, took it a little bit slow. Mm-hmm. But my thing was always, you know, I don't want you to be remembered as a second grade state champion or state place winner. I'd rather you be remembered as a high school state place winner because that's what people will actually remember. Yeah, that's what's going to really matter to you.
I remember asking Boone McDermott that at the end of his sophomore year. I'm like, do you just want to be remembered as an AAU state champion, or do you want to like try going all in on this? And I think that was kind of like one of the switches that went off in that kid. Because then the next year he took third and then won state.
Here comes the Boone.
There's the fall there on 5. So we got
Clays
on Ankeny.
So big win for Ankeny. Hud Turner of Linmar now up 17-5 in the second period down there on 2.
And he's wanting to go on his feet here.
Talked about go ahead.
I was going to say, he's really starting to feel his takedowns here as he gets in on another looking for a carry here. I'm pretty sure he's going to get this carry, possibly some near falls.
Looking for some backs, yeah.
Oh! Big neck wrench!
Oh, no, he got greedy with it. He could have had the takedown. went for the near fall, and Halverson neck wrenches him over. He's in a lot of trouble down there.
Big trouble.
Oh,
He's
man.
got 14 seconds. There's the fall.
Oh,
man.
Hud Turner was up 17-6 and got a little greedy on that carry.
That is gnarly. You hate to see it, but you also love to see it. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
good for Halverson. Again, keep fighting.
Weather the storm there, but man.
Lincoln Miller.
Turner, I mean, he got, you said he kind of got greedy with it. He should have just got the takedown.
Could have just, had the takedown, but he was going for the pin for the team, for everything else. But
oh man, that might haunt him for a couple days.
That's gonna hurt for a while. Down on mat 5 now, another one I expect to be a good match. Kale Laymaster out of Cedar Rapids Xavier taking on Dane Rue out of Urbandale. Just getting underway.
Laymaster.
Yep. Down here on 4, it's a 6-2 lead for Soren Kelsall out of Pleasant Valley over the freshman Rex Edmonds out of Iowa City Liberty. Somebody asked yesterday about Gorvon Tyler out of Waterloo East. He's currently trailing against Isaiah Madison out of Johnston. That's 8-3 in the second period. Mat 3, another one, Waukee Northwest. They're really trying to pile up some points here on the backside. Waukee Northwest, Ben Gallagher currently with a 9-3 lead over the 10 seed Easton Beeler out of Spencer over on mat 3. Beeler rides him hard in the third period, but he rides him to lose.
Down on 2, you got Will Casey out of West Dubuque taking on Ethan Johnson of ADM. Casey, MVC champ this year at 144 pounds, sophomore. Tell you what, man, kind of looking. I mean, every one of West Dubuque's kids has some sort of brace on, man. Like you can tell they've had.
Other than Penner, he's just got the padded headgear.
Yeah, but they definitely caught the injury bug this season, and these guys are just kind of showing how tough they are.
It's a lot of the battle, man. If you can stay relatively healthy through this long season, you're ahead of the game. A lot of kids are beat up. Obviously, some injuries are a lot worse than others, but
it's like showing up to the NCAA.
It's a grind.
It's like showing up to the NCAA tournament, and you got so many braces, so many this, that, and the other things.
Isaiah Madison out of Johnston picks up a big tech fall down on mat 8. Jaden Zachary on mat 1 for Dowling Catholic. That's another really good freshman. He's at 9-2 over Jack Foster out of Cedar Rapids Xavier. A little blood time down there.
Down on 8, we got Trenton Byers taking on Garen Christensen out of Dubuque Hempstead, 11 versus 21 seed.
Now wrestling on mat number 4 at 138 pounds. Colin Frost, Davenport Central. Grayson Willett, Pleasant Valley.
So again, this is all first consolation round. First consolation round of the entire tournament. Here in Class 3A, you got to win it to stay in it. You lose, you're 0-2 barbecue going home. Winners got to win a couple more, though. It doesn't end here today. They got to win 2 more after this just to make the award stand. So win 2 this morning, you're in the blood round tomorrow.
Down on 2, Casey, looks like Johnson's up 3. Oh, it's tied up 3-3 here. He did optional start here. Let's see. Down on 5.
Still scoreless on 5. We talked a little bit about Laymaster and Dane Rue. They're scoreless in the second period. I'm not sure who took neutral here.
I just got a text to cover Christensen's match, so I'll probably be dialed in there a little bit.
Yep.
Radio land. They go out of bounds here, tie it up at 0-0 here, about 30 seconds in. Hey, Sion's here. That's your Iowa State boy.
Where's he at?
He's down, walking up by...
by the stairs there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there at your time at Iowa State, right?
Yeah, would have been around the same time.
Christensen working an underhook here. Last year at NCAAs, I patted him on the back, and I had a great day to be a Hawkeye sticker and put on the back of his jacket. He didn't realize it for like half hour. You're sitting on a shot, though, but Winky is doing a really good job of your front head. Now I go back to a collar tie.
Down on mat 2, Ethan Johnson of ADM jumps out to a 9-4 lead over Will Casey out of Western Dubuque. They're in the second period. Mat 1, I don't know if you can get any closer to being out of bounds than they possibly are. One guy dragging a toe, the other guy's got the other guy by his toe. He's almost on mat 2.
I tell you what, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday, though. The corner mats here, 7, 8, 1, and 2. You're at a disadvantage if you're trying to get a fall here on those outside out of bounds, because all they gotta do is like their foot just hits out.
Yeah,
of the
we
floor.
saw it a time or two yesterday.
Yeah, but in the middle mats there, you could actually be on the other freaking mat.
Yeah,
and
they just were right there.
Yeah, and
it looks like Zachary hurt his knee doing that. He was trying to pull his leg away. Both guys stretching out, and now he's got some injury time going.
You hate to see that.
Young freshman Jaden Zachary out of Dowling Catholic.
Looks like Johnson at ADM, he's got a tilt going here. ADM, another school that was a 2A school for a long time.
Yep.
They just made the move to 3A.
Yeah, a few years ago. Again, Adel, one of those towns that just keeps growing and growing out there. A lot of people moving out west.
I would say west suburb of Des Moines area.
Yeah, I wouldn't quite call it a suburb, but half an hour outside of know Waukee, so not far, close enough to get to Des Moines, but still live in a little bit smaller town. So that area has grown a lot out that way.
Still scoreless here on 8 to start the second period.
Jaden Zachary back on his feet, still talking to the trainer down there on 1. Ethan Johnson, ADM, with an impressive match here. He's now leading Will Casey 13-4 down on mat 2.
Possibly 16-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's feeling it this morning.
Again, lose this, your tournament's over. Down at mat 5, a match we talked about, Dane Rue of Urbandale now up 4-1 in the third period over Cale Laymaster out of Cedar Rapids Xavier. How's your boy Christensen doing down here on A? Looks like it's still 0-0 in the second.
Still 0-0. He started on bottom here. Now he gets out, he gets the 1. Gets to go ahead here.
Looks like some fireworks down on mat 7. We're still in the first period.
7-5.
Donovan Gibson of City High with a 7-5 lead already over Aiden Winky out of Ankeny. There's the night. Oh no, I think he got the fall.
Yeah.
Up 19-5. Ethan Johnson of ADM gets the fall over Will Casey.
And Will Casey's run here. Just a sophomore though, Will Casey, so he's got a little bit of time to kind of readjust. He's one of those kids that he doesn't take a whole lot of time off in the off season, so hopefully maybe he should a little bit, seeing that shoulder brace, maybe
heal
looks
up
like
a little.
down here on 8. Looks like a cradle locked up here.
Trenton Byers. Constable Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, he's got Christensen in a lot of trouble down there on mat 8, but time's going to run out in the second period. But 7-point move, so it's a 7-1 lead as they head to the third period. Trenton Byers is going to take neutral.
Down on 1. Oh, he's hobbling hard. Zachary's hobbling hard, man.
Pulled out the win, but
12-4 win, but you can tell he's hurt.
Yeah. Again, Zachary, he's a freshman, ranked 12th by Russell. Down on mat 5, Dane Rue of Urbandale does win 7-1. So Cale Laymaster will be eliminated.
Bonway Caldwell Johnson.
So Christian blocking an underhook. He's really trying to push the pace here. He's trying to make some noise here. Now he's got double unders.
Headlock out of Byers.
Let's see if he squat through it. Nope, he did not squat through it. I was going to say maybe he was going to be able to squat through it and roll through. But
Budakoper, Cedar Rapids, Washington, now wrestling mat number 5.
Just like that match is tied up 1-1, going to the, or no, it was 1-0 at middle of the second period. Now all of a sudden,
you're down 10.
Yeah. And there's the fall. So there ends Garen Christensen's run.
Down on mat 1, Lincoln Hutt of Waukee Northwest has just been standing in the middle of the mat waiting for an opponent.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Gives a wave.
Lincoln Hutt waving to the crowd.
I think he might be getting a medical forfeit possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. He's supposed to be Caldwell out of Johnston, but some officials over there on the side talking. Coach Volnek, he just ran out of the tunnel trying to figure out what's going on.
Now wrestling on mat number 7 at 150, Jake Dunn, Urbandale.
There it is. They're going to be a forfeit. So Lincoln Hutt, again, you know, we talked about a fall getting 2 team points. A forfeit there gets 2 team points.
Oh, really?
So that's, again, Waukee Northwest, more bonus points on the backside. So they're racking up some points back here this morning.
Cedar Rapids, Robertson, Clear Creek, Amana. Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 150. Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 150. Cole Hemmingson, Dallas Center Grimes.
A lot of new matches coming out right now.
Hemmingson of Dallas Center Grimes. Eckert of
Mat 1 now will have Cole Hemmingson out of Dallas Center Grimes taking on Trent Eckert out of Boone, just getting ready to get underway. Mat 2, Wyatt Hine out of Spencer with a 3-0 lead over Hunter Richardson out of Fort Dodge after 1 period. Mat 3, we just underway. Jerome Hollingsworth of Spencer taking on Isaac Lomas out of Waterloo East. Just about to get started on mat 4. We'll have Blake Lee of Norwalk taking on Duncan Harn out of Bettendorf. Mat 5 in the first period, we got Cash Johnson of Ankeny with a 3-0 lead over Aaron Butikoffer out of Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Harn right away, takedown to a tilt.
Yeah, getting near fall already.
Getting some big swipes. Possibly with the, there he called the fall out of the tilt.
Oh, wow.
He said that, pushed that elbow down real tight.
14-second fall out of a tilt. Don't see that one every day, but Duncan Harn getting some big, again, 2 more bonus points for Bettendorf on the backside. Looking for, oh no, I think he's going to roll off of it, but Cash Johnson of Ankeny gets some near fall.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 157, Max Smith.
Well, they haven't awarded it yet.
Warwick,
Leads 3-0, but they got to be holding some near fall there.
North, Warwick of Boone. Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 157.
Mat 8 underway now. Jermaine and Goma out of Cedar Rapids Xavier taking on Trace Robertson out of Clear Creek, Amana. Looks like Robertson's got a takedown. He's looking for a fall right on the edge of the mat.
Now up on mat number 6 at 150.
Referee Brody Hill is right there looking at it.
City High, Brady Jennings, Clinton, Aloni.
So look at that fall. He's got about 25 seconds here. There's the fall.
So Trace Robertson out of Clear Creek, Amana. Looks like he gave up a takedown, got the reversal straight to his back, and gets the fall. So another win for Clear Creek, Amana.
Love
Coach
that for
Brad Smith.
All right, down on 6, got Brady Jennings out of Clinton.
Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 150. Jason Rivas of Des Moines East.
Allowen.
Evan Ralphs, North Scott.
Walrus.
Des Moines East.
Yeah.
Ralphs,
Cash
North
Johnson
Scott.
of Ankeny
Now
picks
up
up the
on
fall
mat
down
number
on
2
mat
at
5.
Now wrestling on mat number 5.
Down on 5 here, we got
at
Brady
150.
Rissman.
Waukee.
He's going to be
Brady
taking on Caden
Western
Crispin of
Dubuque.
Waukee.
Crispin,
You know, we kind of talked about Rissman, you know, young freshman, up at 150 pounds. Had a really nice first round win. Now he's, you know, found himself in the round 16, got beat. So now, you know, he's going to have to go on a little run here as well.
Yep, another good freshman out of Eastern Iowa on mat 2. Evan Ralphs out of North Scott taking on Jason Rivas out of Des Moines East. We're just 10 seconds or so into that match. Brody Warwick, the young sophomore out of Boone, very talented. Now up on mat 1, taking on Max Smith out of Davenport North. Lomas builds a 6-0 lead over on mat 3 early in the second period. So 6-0, Isaac Lomas, out of Waterloo East. Brady Jennings of Clinton gets the early takedown, 3-0 lead over on mat 6. Looks like he's got a crossface, trying to find that far arm, maybe for a cradle or butcher. There's Isaac Lomas looking for the fall now down on mat 3 out of Waterloo East.
That's going to be a big one there for East.
Wrestling Hollingsworth out of Spencer. Hollingsworth able to get off his back, but it's a 13-0 lead now in the second period, and here comes a tilt, so that one's going to be over either way. Lomas of Waterloo East lets it go. There's the tech fall.
Good win there for Lomas. Jennings down here on
17-0.
6. We got a nice got Cradle locked up. Rissman up 1-0 right now. I don't know how we got the 1.
Must have been some sort of penalty point if it's...
Drives across. Really nice double leg there. Up 4-0. The freshman. Now he's got a bar here.
Jennings did get that fall for Clinton.
Rissman looking for the pin here. There's 4 near fall.
Your guy Jackson Brown down there on Mat 8 needs to sing a better tune. He's trailing 3-0 to Cole Green out of North Scott. Now up on Mat 3, we got Ben Backus of Cedar Falls, Brady Cochran of West Des Moines Valley just underway.
Could possibly be that Jackson Brown might be running on empty today. You
Might be.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 157.
Looking for a fall on 4. Andrew
Now wrestling on mat
Brown
number 6 at 157.
out of Ankeny.
Ben Hoy, Clear Creek Cabana.
He does
Gabe Rubino,
not get it, but he
Walkie
does lead
Northwest.
now
Hoy, Clear Creek
15-1
Cabana,
early in the
Rubino,
second
Walkie
period.
Northwest. Now wrestling
Taking
on
on
mat
Riley
number
Brown
6
out of Fort Dodge.
at
Yeah, down on
157.
3, you got Brady Cochran taking on Ben Backus, Cedar Falls. Backus going through the back door, looking for the takedown here. Pops his head out, gets the 3.
Brody Warwick of Boone now leading 11-0 in the second period on Mat 1. Mat 2, Jason Rivas out of Des Moines East with a 3-1 lead over Evan Ralphs out of North Scott. Rissman on the bottom now getting ridden pretty hard, it looks like.
Yeah, he got himself a nice little lead there, but now it's gonna be
Still lead 7-2, but Crispin put on a good ride, but they're going to stop it. He had both boots in. Going to call a stalemate and reset. So, Waukee Northwest with another wrestler down here on 6. First period scoreless. Gabe Rubino, Waukee Northwest taking on Ben Howie out of Clear Creek, Amana. Mat 7, Merritt Kelsall, Pleasant Valley with a 4-0 lead over Jake Dunn out of Urbandale.
another big takedown there on 3. Backus up 6-1 on Cochran. There's a takedown there on 3 or on 6 with
Yep, Ben Howie out of Clear Creek with a nice takedown over Rubino. So 3-0 lead in the first period.
Rissman still just getting rode really tough here. 20 seconds left. Hopefully, you know, to be honest, if I'm Crispin, I'm kind of thinking, hey, do I just go on top here? I'm about ready to break him.
Yeah. Man, you're down 5, though. 4 near fall doesn't even do it.
True. But 2-3 swipes does.
2-3. We come from a different cloth. The ride out to lose drives me nuts. You're behind, you better get some offense going. Unless you're just absolute dynamite on top. But he rode him there for 2 minutes without a turn at this point.
Good point. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you turn him in the second, you're really, getting him, then you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Crispin did decide to go on his feet here, so time to get working here for the freshman out of West Dubuque. Crispin in on a shot, but Crispin does a really good job stopping them first move. Stretched out. He let his elbow hang a little deep there, but he
Rissman got that inside cradle.
Inside cradle though.
So there's 3 takedown for Rissman, now up 10-2.
Now he's gonna walk it over.
Got behind the leg, kind of walking it up towards the head.
That's a good scoop
That's
there.
gonna be pretty tight.
Not trying to brag, but I'm pretty sure that I worked that with them when he was a young pup.
He probably showed you how to do that one.
No, yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Looks like there's a takedown and a tech fall on Mat 1. 15-0. Brody Warwick out of Boone moving on.
Good set of near fall there for Rissman as he opens this up 10-2 major right now with a minute left. He just needs to stay kind of in this position. Still try looking for the fall. I mean, he's in a good enough position now where he does, it's not like the turn situation where you're getting greedy. It's just he's got good momentum here.
Yeah, take your time. You're up 10-2. You don't need to force it. Like I said, take your time. Make sure you got it.
And if anything, too, you can just hang out here.
You can. They're probably not going to call stalemate when you got a cradle lock.
Yep. Oh, but he's going to look for the fall here.
Shepherd, Waterloo West. Lytle, North Scott, Shepherd of Waterloo West.
There's the fall.
Number 1 at 165.
Good win there for Brady Rissman as he moves on to later here this morning.
Down on mat 6, Rubino of Waukee Northwest gets a reversal, but he still trails 3-2 against Ben Howie out of Clear Creek, Amana. Looking for a tilt, doesn't quite get it. Didn't quite elevate that leg coming through. Looking for it again. That's a really good match. Only 54 seconds left. Howie out of Clear Creek leads Gabe Rubino of Waukee Northwest 3-2. We've talked about both these teams a lot this morning, so that's a big match there. Losers eliminated.
Hey, while we're hitting about the 157 mark, I think it'd be a good time for us to thank our sponsors here. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
At Raider Outdoor Power, we have something for everyone in every price range and for every season. We're your #1 source in the Tri-States for lawn and garden equipment, snow equipment, handheld equipment, tractors, gators, grills, and utility vehicles. We offer a full line of new and used products from John Deere, Kubota, Steel, Cub Cadet, Honda, Green Mountain Grills, and many more. Check out Raider Outdoor Power in Dubuque or online at lawnpower.com.
The night before state finals, packed house, talking wrestling over a cold beer. Doesn't get any better than that. I love beer. I've been drinking beer for a while, and that's pretty cool. I think just the fact that Single Speed recognized us as someone that covers the sport and cares about the sport is be alongside the name of Gable. I mean, that's a dream, right? Like, look at that.
Join us before the state finals at Single Speed Brewing Company this Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m.
Pain or limited mobility can affect every part of your daily life. Our goal is to get you feeling well enough that you can do everything that you want to do. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy will make your physical therapy journey as easy and convenient as possible. Start with a free 20-minute injury screen and receive a complimentary benefits check. If you need pain relief now, go to kineticedgept.com or call 866-588-0230 to schedule your free screen today.
And we're back. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Really appreciate all they're doing for this broadcast for us. While we were gone, Macklin Penner takes the mat for West Dubuque. He jumps out to a 7-0 lead, finds himself in a tilt here. He's got an 11-0, now build up 11-0 lead. I tell you what, man, he's running on all 8 cylinders this morning.
Yeah, over on mat 6, we were talking about a good match between Clear Creek and Waukee Northwest. Gabe Rubino picks up a late fall. So, again, more bonus points for Waukee Northwest. They are now in second place in Class 3A.
Wow.
So, Waukee Northwest passes Indianola. So, Polk obviously still in first. Waukee Northwest second. Indianola's in third. And Johnston right behind in fourth. And Dowling Catholic sitting in fifth. Dowling Catholic having a heck of a tournament so far.
Absolutely. I mean, that coaching staff is pretty stout. A lot of Grandview guys. I believe Who is the head coach there? Is it still?
What's his name? He came over Iowa State,
Yeah.
and then little guy, I can't remember.
Yeah, from Louisiana, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll think of it. It was a really good story when we didn't remember.
Yeah.
I should have known.
We're so sick. Down on 5, Braden Fish. Nice takedown there. Fish, another one of those kids that
Yeah, another one of those sophomores for Linmar.
been following him a lot. Penner up 12-0 here.
McIver Haggerty out of Waverly Shellrock now on mat 7, taking on Jackson Winky out of Ames. Waverly is one of those teams we just mentioned in that race.
Man, I tell you what, though, we haven't...
Penner looking for a fall on 3.
Big headlock there for the Greco UWW All-American. That's when I found out that kid was special. He went out to Vegas and All-American in
Yeah.
Greco as an 8th grader.
There's the fall.
Big win
Back
there
from
for him.
Penner.
Ryak Finch.
Yep, you got it.
James Edward, you are
Thank
the
you.
man.
Yeah, started at Iowa State.
Over here on 8, we got Cradle locked up for McNamara out of Cedar Rapids Xavier. Tell you what, those Xavier singles are kind of raw.
Yeah. He's already up 14-1 over Roth out of Spencer. Now he's got near fall, so it's going to be over one way or the other. He's still got that cradle though. Going to look for a fall. Over on mat 3 now, we got the 3 seed Noah Noland of Carlisle. We talked about that earlier. Got upset yesterday. One of those guys you just don't want to see coming back to you.
No.
But Grant Gamble out of Waukee is going to be his opponent over on mat 3, just underway.
Is Grant Griffin's brother? I believe.
I think so. Yeah. Sorry. Coach Meeks, and looks like Dylan Shuck down there in the corner. Good to see the Shuck boys down here.
Down on 4, we got Cradle locked up for PV. Hunter
Chase Cornier.
Cornier. Ooh, okay.
Or is it Cornoyer?
Gets 4 on the turn.
Over on mat 5, Braden Fish now has got a 5-3 lead over Lane Rosendahl out of Newton. That is in the 3rd period. Mat 7, Jackson Winky of Ames with a 6-5 lead over McIver Haggerty of Waverly in the 2nd period. We should be getting our first Southeast Polk Wrestle of the day coming up here pretty fast. They're one guy on the backside, 190 pounds.
I was just gonna say, man, we haven't seen any Southeast Polk. I was hoping they're okay. Like, wonder if they missed the bus again this morning.
Maybe.
Actually, I talked to Coach Agnes this morning. He seemed pretty locked in.
I think parents could get him here pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends on rush hour.
It's true. Not a lot of traffic coming out of Altoona this time of day. Let's take the back roads. Good one on mat 2, 2nd period. Adrian Perez Hall with a 14-10 lead over Brogan Ganchart out of Davenport Central. A lot of points being thrown up on 2. Mat 1, Benjamin Lytle out of North Scott with an 11-4 lead over Isaiah Shepard of Waterloo West. Still scoreless after the 1st period on mat 3. The 3 seed Noah Noland, Carlisle, 13 seed Grant Gamble out of Waukee. Nolan defers. Gamble's going to go on the bottom to start 2nd period. We got some injury time down there in 7. McIver Haggerty is leading 10-7 over Jackson Winky out of Ames in the 2nd period, but trainer stretching out Winky's arm a little bit there. Looks like he's already got a brace on it. Braden Fish on mat 5 extends his lead. That match is just about over. 6 seconds away from moving on. Fish leads 8-4 over Rosendahl out of Newton.
As he chases that, or he's getting chased down here. Time runs out.
Yeah.
He holds on to that win.
Linmar moves on again. Braden Fish.
He's pretty fired up right now. Down on 5 here, we got PC McCoy coming up, it looks like, for Hempstead, the sophomore.
Gamble gets the escape over on 3, so he's got a 1-0 lead now over Noah Noland. Mat 4 is a tech fall for Chase Cornoyer, Pleasant Valley, 23-8.
Gotta keep your signal straps on there, lad.
Yeah.
Don't want to lose to Pella, or valuable team points for Pella.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 175.
Mat 2, still a lot of points being thrown around. It is now 21-17.
Good Lord.
Adrian Perez Hall of Burlington leads Ganshart out of Davenport Central. And it's going to end that way, 21-17.
Man, a lot of points there.
I went to an 8th grade basketball game the other day, and they didn't score nearly that many points.
Jesse Egley of Fort Dodge, he gets the first takedown on McCoy from Hempstead.
A lot of rolling around going on down on mat 8, a little scramble. Dane Melchor out of Cedar Rapids Xavier leads 8-0 over Cohen Dighton out of Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. Looking for a fall on 6. Looks like that's Aiden Schrock of Clear Creek, Amana. Does not get the fall, but he gets 4 near falls. So he now leads 7-2 over Jacob Hand out of Ankeny Centennial.
Down on 2, we got David Theis of West Dubuque taking on Ryan Smith of Ankeny Centennial.
Got one of our actually 2 of our really good freshmen on the mat right now on mat 4. Tide Nelson out of Dallas Center Grimes taking on Marshall Sheldon out of Iowa City High. I believe both these guys were AAU state champs in their youth.
Both are freshmen,
couple freshmen, yep.
Wow. They make them big in Iowa City. You know, you think of another 160-pound freshman they had a couple years ago. Yeah, you did or not all right.
He's all right. I don't know what he's up to now.
Yeah.
Did he choose football?
Give or take. I think he's trying his hardest.
Well, Ben Keeter just keeps on improving for the Hawkeyes. Heavyweight football player.
Egley of Fort Dodge.
McIver Haggerty just got put to his back. Jackson Winkie of Ames looking for a fall.
Wow, tied up.
Haggerty was ahead. That's a big one for Waverly Shell Rock fighting for a team race here.
And he was literally just trying to push that shoulder down. He's trying. Let's see here. And it's
Either way, he's got 40 seconds to fight off. It's tied up, but there's going to be 4 near fall coming for Winkie.
Yeah.
But 35 seconds. I think he's getting a little greedy here, and McIver might have a chance to get off his back. I'm not so sure if I'm Ames. I don't just kind of settle in right where I'm at. You got it locked up.
One of the Ames coaches is on the mat, laying down trying to see that angle. Egley out of Fort Dodge, another takedown here, taking a 14-0 lead on PC McCoy.
Down on mat 3, the 3 seed Noah Noland now up 4-1 late in the match against Grant Gamble of Waukee. So Winkie does get 4 near fall. He knocks off McIver Haggerty 14-10 down there on mat 7.
Big win there. That takes one of your guns out of there for Waverly Shell Rock.
Our freshman match is already over. It looks like Tide Nelson, Dallas Center Grimes picks up the fall over Sheldon.
Wiedemeyer, Waverly Shell Rock, Caleb Brewer, Lamar's. Wiedemeyer, Waverly Shell Rock, Brewer of Lamar's. Now wrestling on mat number 4.
Noah Nolan does pick up that 4-1 win. So the 3 seed out of Carlisle is advancing at 175.
Wyatt Young, Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Another hard-fought win on that backside, though.
Young, Cedar Rapids, Washington.
It's like City High's got a couple guys coming out now. On mat 5, it'll be Mason Tilley out of City High taking on Tyler Stanford out of Norwalk. And right next to him on mat 7, Blaine Hike of Iowa City High is taking on Daniel DeBolt of Ankeny Centennial.
Down on 2, David Dyson up 4-0 right now, and Ryan Smith out of Ankeny Centennial.
At 175, Tyler Stanford, Norwalk. Mason Tilley.
And down on 8 here, looks like we got Brady Shackleton out of West Dubuque. He's taking on Gianni Speller. Talked about yesterday, Shackleton, JV wrestler 3 weeks ago. Shows up to the state tournament, shows up districts and qualifies for the state tournament.
No big deal. Looks like a quick fall down on mat 3. Wyatt Young of Cedar Rapids, Washington picks up the fall.
That kid's got some scary stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how far it's going to get him on a run here, but he's one of those guys that he just uses his leverage and just gets really good angles on throws.
There you go. He just got about a 14-second pin. Mat 4 now, Waverly Shell Rock's got Xander Wiedemeyer. Very early 3-0 lead over Caleb Brewer of Lamar's.
Seems like he's a fun-loving kid. He usually goes on the podium. He goes on the podium with his headgear still on. So I'm doing it at Cascade. I was like, all right, dude. And then I saw a picture of him in the MVCs. I'm like, oh, no, this is a thing.
It's his thing.
7-1 lead for Thyssen down here on Mat 2 for West Dubuque. Good period here for
Bill Roach to
the senior out of West Dubuque.
Bill Roach to the head table.
Oh, it's getting serious. Bill Roach getting called to the head table this morning.
Blaine Hike of City High was up 3-0. DeBolt rolls him through to his back and gets the fall.
I would assume that's Max's little brother.
I believe so. So DeBolt pins Blaine Hike.
We need like every wrestler needs to submit their family tree to us.
Right. We need some personal information.
No, nothing crazy. You know,
just
brothers,
credit card numbers,
list of worst fears. You know, that's crazy.
On mat number 7 at 190.
Quicksand.
Brecken Ritzer, Capella, John Hatch.
Mat 4, we got Xander Wiedemeyer of Waverly up to a 9-0 lead over Brewer out of Lamar's. That is still in the first period. Waverly can use those team points right now. Mat 1, couple teams in the race as well. Shannon Hughes out of Bettendorf leads 5-2 over Bryce Williams out of Waukee Northwest. About a minute left in that match. Let us know in the chat. Anybody you want us to try to cover or anything like that, how we're doing. Wiedemeyer, Waverly Shell Rock picks up the fall. So a couple big team points for Waverly. Mat 7, 9-seeded John Hatchett out of ADM, out to a 3-0 lead over Ritzer out of Pella.
Thyssen in on another takedown here. He might even find a cradle here while he's at it. Nope, just misses, but he still, no takedown yet.
Doesn't have a takedown yet.
Now wrestling on mat number 4 at 215.
Gotta keep moving your feet.
North Scott.
There's 3 for him.
So 10-1 now.
North Scott, Mendez Rosas of Storm Lake. Now
It's wild to think, you know, like Waukee Northwest, you know, they're putting, you know, they're doing some work on here on the backside. They're getting, you know, they're getting points, and then I just look up and they're still like 22 points behind Southeast Polk, and Southeast Polk hasn't wrestled
a single match this morning.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we're getting close. Wait, inside trip action, I think was coming out of 8, but nope, gave up on it.
Oh,
as he gets body locked by Gianni Speller.
So Speller out of Waterloo East with a 10-1 lead over Shackleton out of Western Dubuque now. It's at 190 pounds. So we're getting close to rolling back over. Again, as soon as these bouts are done, we're going to roll into the next round. The middle 4 mats should be quarterfinals. So that'll be mats 3, 4, 5, and 6. On the 4 outside mats, we'll have the next round consolation. So all these guys that just won will be wrestling again right away this morning.
For the quarters, though, you win or lose, you just got one match today.
Just one match today.
Yeah.
You just got to win one more, one way or the other.
Yep. And then tomorrow, Dog Bone Friday.
You can explain yourself? Those are the people out there that might not know what you mean.
Sorry, for that. So tomorrow, we'll instead of 8 mats, we'll be going down to 6 mats. There'll be 2 in the center and 4 on the outside. The shapes like a dog bone.
Kind of like a dog bone. Kind of like a capital I if you're looking from the end as well. So really give that center stage to those 2 semifinal matches.
Yeah. So now it looks like David Thyssen picks up the win there for West Dubuque, 13-3. Good win for him. Now coming, it looks like here comes our first Southeast Polk wrestler of the day.
LaFoy Hall.
LaFoy Hall.
190 taking on Mason Rattler out of Johnston.
LaFoy Hall. Southeast Polk, Mason Roffler, Johnston.
Okay, I'm a fan of those Southeast Polk singlets today. Those are sharp.
Now up on mat number 2 at 190.
Down on mat 4, Jace Tippett. Oh, excuse me. Jace Tippett out of North Scott with an 11-0 lead over Mendez Rojas out of Storm Lake.
James Edward just dropping bombs for us all day. Danny DeBolt is Max's older brother.
Older brother. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Max is still pretty young.
Oh, okay. I forget that. For some reason, I feel like he's been.
Max is only a sophomore.
Is he really?
Yep.
Good for Stewart.
That sophomore class is loaded around the state of Iowa right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's one of the better classes we've seen in quite a few years. We got the potential to be.
Back in the day of the old predicament, obviously, when they used to send out the newspaper.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of it. But
what's that?
There was one of the issues that came out like right before the senior crop of 05. They were all on the front page together as a group, and you look at that crop, and I always think of that's kind of like the Mount Rushmore of senior classes in my opinion. But that just might just be being really biased. Being 20 years ago, it was like Borschel, LeClaire, Mueller, Slayton, Morningstar, Matt Kelly. All in the same picture. It's
yep.
That should be something that gets recreated with that sophomore class.
There you go. Down on mat 2, Rattler out of Johnston with a quick 6-1 lead over LaFoy Hall of Southeast Polk. What else we got going here? Gianni Speller now up 10-1 down there on mat 8. Jace Tippett of North Scott's going to end the match here on 4. He's up 20-6. Got some near fall points, but he's looking to end it with a pin. So Tippett of North Scott's going to move on. Still looking for the fall. About a minute left in that match. Down on mat 1, Will Whalen out of Indianola with a 7-0 lead over Isham out of Clear Creek, Amana. There's a fall on 7. That's John Hatchett out of ADM. Picks up a second period fall to advance. Some points being scored on mat 3 now. 12-10. Brayton Gipple out of Bondurant Farrar leads Dusty Cook out of Cedar Rapids Xavier. 12-10 in the third. Got a few new matches coming out on the mats now.
Looks like Speller picks up the 10-1 win over Brady Shackleton of West Dubuque. Foy's down 6-1 right now.
Yeah.
For Southeast Polk going into the second period.
Looking like he's going to want to come up her body here, but Rattler clears out of that. Now up on mat 5, we got Merrick Hagerty out of Waverly Shell Rock taking on Cade Krause out of Dowling Catholic. Tell you what, Dowling's top 5 in that team scorer right now, along with Waverly, so that's another big one.
Joaquin Northwest, Esparza of Norwalk, now wrestling on mat number 6.
So we got Hunter Merck out of Joaquin Northwest. He's taking on Victor Esparza, the 12 seed versus 22 seed here. This would be one of those big ones for Joaquin Northwest if they can pull this one off.
Yep.
Keep their guys alive.
7-1 lead now for Rattler over LaFoy Hall down on mat 2.
Now up on mat number 8 at 2:15, Noah Reed, Sioux City North, Andy Crowder, Carlisle.
Southeast Polk hasn't won a match today. They lose them.
On mat number 8 at 2:15.
Down on 4, Holden Heidman of Linmar. He's taking on Carver Sutton at ADM. We're up at 2:15 now, guys. So Newton. All right, let me look here real quick. He's actually on the mats right now. Nick Milburn. He's up 3-0 currently on mat 7 against Ethan Miller of Urbandale.
Will Whalen of Indianola now out to an 11-0 lead in the second period on mat 1.
Big points coming out of Indianola here as well.
Gipple from Bondurant Farrar is going to hold on to a 12-10 win over on mat 3. Krause out of Dowling Catholic just picks up the fall over Merrick Hagerty out of Waverly. So Waverly loses both Hagerty brothers up there.
Rough night for the Haggertys.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 285, Garrett Kleesner.
We got some heavyweights coming out now, so 106 and 113 wrestlers, please be ready.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 285. Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 215.
Down on 3, we got Garrett Kleesner of West Dubuque. He's taking on Owen King of Muscatine. And then
looking for a fall over on mat 4. I believe that's Holden Hedeman out of Linmar, taking on Carver Sutton of ADM. I think time's going to run out in the first, but that's going to be a 7-0 lead as they head to the second for Holden Hedeman. Coming out on 5 now, we got Bistricki out of Cedar Rapids Prairie taking on Alex Gassman out of Western Dubuque.
Kleesner doing a really good job there with the takedown there on mat 3.
For people asking, Milburn out of Newton still leads 3-1 as they start the second period down on mat 7. Milburn leading over Ethan Miller out of Urbandale.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 215.
Already looking for a fall on 3. That was quick. Kleesner got the takedown. Looking for a fall.
Kleesner kind of needs to walk off to the side a little bit more, I think.
Towards the head.
Yep.
Maybe take that arm.
Oh, wow. Gassman, or where are we at here? Bistricki from Prairie tried going big hip toss, and Gassman just went nope and shoved it right past. It was very like, nope, not today. If you're gonna toss Alex Gassman, you're gonna need a semi, I think. Kid's so freaking strong.
King still fighting off his back on mat 3 there against Kleesner. He might fight the whole first period.
Hey man, kudos to him. Sometimes you gotta be a warrior there in that time. 30 seconds left here on 2. LaFoy Hall down 14-1.
Southeast Polk might lose their first wrestler.
Man.
The only one that can be eliminated today, though.
Yeah. They still got 13 alive. That's right.
13 coming in the quarters.
Yes.
Still on the backside. Or on the front side, excuse me. Milburn of Newton now out to a 6-2 lead down there on mat 7.
Those coaches are going to get a workout in here.
Yeah, good thing Polk's got about 37 coaches because they're all going to get some work.
That is true.
But when you've got 100 kids out for wrestling, you kind of need them.
Yeah, it's not a bad problem to have.
No.
Andy Crowder.
Andy Crowder's on 8 right now.
Yep.
0-0. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say 30 seconds left here in the second. Still scoreless at 2:15.
Taking on Noah Reed out of Sioux City North.
We're going to be ready to stand up here when quarters start.
Yeah.
We've kind of been resting a little bit. Now it's time to get fired up.
Down on 7. Milburn still leads 6-2 as we head to the third period.
Stall call on Gassman on 5. Gassman up 3-2 here, but 30 seconds left in the second.
Talked about.
Well, I was going to say,
yeah.
he threw it, but Gassman did a really good job of planting his hips and not giving any sort of leeway there.
Talked about another Waukee Northwest down on 6. Hunter Merck does trail 3-1 against Esparza out of Norwalk. That's in the second period.
Williams and Waukee Northwest now wrestling on mat number 2 at 2:15.
There's
Crowder. Noah Reed gets a reversal. So Reed out of Sioux City North leads Crowder now 2-0 in the third period.
Got a fall coming in here for Norwalk on 1.
Harrison Tripp.
Oh, doesn't get it, but he does get a near fall here with 30 seconds left here in the second.
Another Waukee Northwest on mat 2. That's Braden Williams with a 3-0 lead over Braden Richardson at Davenport North. Waukee Northwest doing some work this morning, but I feel like we've seen most of their guys this round.
Yeah.
They'll have Crew Christensen coming at 106, I know, right out the gate in the quarters.
Wow. Another attempt on 5, and Gassman just slams the door on it.
He keeps trying. There's a takedown for Nick Milburn out of Newton. He now leads 9-2 over Miller of Urbandale. Only 40 seconds left in that match.
Crowder still down 2-0 here with about a minute left.
They go out of bounds, so 49 seconds left. Crowder's got to get something going on the bottom. Harrison Tripp of Norwalk now up 16-3 over Hayden Chandler of Clinton over there on mat 1, and there's the fall. So fall for Harrison Tripp out of Norwalk.
11-3 right now for Kleesner, West Dubuque. And she's pulling away in this match.
Ethan Miller gets a late reversal, but Nick Milburn out of Newton will advance with a 9-4 win at 215 pounds.
Check this out, down on 4. Sutton from ADM was down 9-7. Gets the throw and the fall.
That eliminates a few of those this morning.
That eliminates Holden Heidman of Lindmar.
Lindmar's kind of taken it on the chin in a couple of those matches. Hud Turner, similar situation. Had the lead, gives up a fall. So Lindmar losing some guys this morning. Looks like it's about to go final on mat 8. Looks like Noah Reed out of Sioux City North is going to defeat Andy Crowder of Carlisle by a score of 2-0.
Looks like Bistricki got a last second got a takedown here with about a minute 15 left. Gassman down 6-4.
Braden Williams, Waukee Northwest, out to a 6-0 lead on mat 2.
Stody, Cedar Rapids Jefferson, now wrestling on mat number 4.
Gassman gets not Gassman, but Kleesner gets the win, 11-3. Looks like Bistricki weathered the storm there for the most part.
Stand ready.
Yeah.
Stand ready, 106 pounds.
There we go. We got a bunch of heavyweights coming out to the mats now.
Yep. 2, 3, 4. How many matches? 8?
Yep, should be 8. I don't know if they'll clear all these before they start the next round, just because they want all the middle mats for quarters. So I'm not so sure if we won't end this round quick before they actually start the next.
Gotcha. Which makes sense.
Mat 7. Ryan Persh out of Dallas Center Grimes looking for a fall, taking on Jackson Hogue out of Lamar's. There it is. So Persh of Dallas Center Grimes moves on. A couple ranked heavyweights out here. Andrew Hine of Waukee over on mat 1, taking on Ja, Mary, and Fenceroy out of Des Moines East, it looks like. That's 0-0 in the first. And down on mat 8, Kerry Cox out of Pleasant Valley, just underway, scoreless, with Charles Sloan out of Ankeny Centennial.
Now wrestling on mat
just
number
going
7,
final
third
on
round
mat
consolation
6. Victor
106.
Esparza of Norwalk is going to win 7-1 over Hunter Merck out of Waukee Northwest. So Waukee Northwest loses a wrestler down there on 6.
Now wrestling on mat number 7, class 3A. Third round constellations at 106.
Yeah, we're getting mostly heavyweights now. Oh, they did just call a consolation to mat 7. That is the little guys. So we got starting to roll into the next round. Again, those will be quarterfinals and consolations. So everybody that just won a consolation match will be coming back out to wrestle another one.
How many matches on the backside? 4?
They got win 5. They could go 5 on the backside all the way. But
I'm saying like per weight.
Per weight, there should be 4. So the 8 guys that just won wrestle each other, 4 matches. And there'll be 4 matches on the front and the quarters as well.
Tramer off to a takedown on Eddie Salgado right away. Taking a 3-0 lead. How old is Tramer?
Where are we
now
at?
wrestling on mat
7.
number 5.
Junior.
12.
6
pounders.
Salgado 22 and 19. Okay.
Chase Watkinson, Prairie, Cedar Rapids. Ryan LaForte Dodge. Watkinson,
So here's
Prairie,
our
Cedar Rapids.
first
Now wrestling on
quarterfinal,
mat
Class
number
3A, mat 5.
Class 3A.
Chase Watkinson, Cedar Rapids Prairie, taking on Trace Ryle out of Fort Dodge.
Let's get standing up. I got stretched. Get excited. Trace Ryle, the son of former world team member Mark Ryle out of Fort Dodge. And on the leg there is Ryle. But this Watkinson kid, man, we talked about him a lot yesterday. You know, he's a talented freshman. Gets the
Sophomore now, but
okay.
little undersized. He's one of those really good sophomores, but he's another one of those guys we talked about that has kind of had to try to grow into the weight. You can see a little bit, to me, I can see a little bit of a size difference even right here between Ryle and Watkinson.
Really nice takedown there by Ryle.
So we do have 6 heavyweight bouts, I believe, still going, but one quarterfinal there with Ryle and Watkinson. We'll probably focus a little bit more on that. These quarterfinal matches more than the outside consolations. We'll try to touch base on some of those as they go final. Ryle still putting on a good ride here on Watkinson. 3-0, just over a minute into that match.
Hey, Teresa, we appreciate you. Thank you for listening.
Waukee Northwest looking to possibly pick up some bonus points down here on 2. That match is about to go final at 2:15. So Waukee Northwest is going to pick up a major 13-4 for Braden Williams. Looks like Watkinson's up to his feet. Ryle's still holding the leg. Got to fight those hands there and get his hips down. He's still kind of high up on the head. There he breaks the grip. Oh, just for a second, but Ryle kind of gets it back. So still 3-0. They're going to call a stalemate with 11 seconds left. Coach Ball encouraging Watkinson down there. Down on mat 3, Randall Kelly out of Iowa City West picks up a fall at heavyweight. So that should bring us another quarterfinal on mat 3, I believe. So after the first period on mat 5, Ryle does lead Watkinson 3-0. I believe Ryle just went neutral.
Finals at 106 pounds. Abe Heisinger, Dubuque Hempstead, Braxton Hutchinson.
Down on 3, we got Abe Heisinger.
Dubuque Hempstead, Hutchinson,
taking on Hutchinson out of Burlington.
At number 3 at 106.
This could be a fun little matchup here.
Yeah, your rare senior, I believe, at 106. Braxton Hutchinson. Been around. Real talented guy, too.
Abe's still just a babyface assassin, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he still looks like just like that, like, you know, probably like 5th grade, but he can back it up.
So it looks like Watkinson got the takedown now over on 5, so that's going to tie it up 3-3. Trace Ryle, Fort Dodge, Chase Watkinson, Cedar Rapids Prairie. That's our first quarterfinal.
Looks like Braden Tramer out of Council Bluffs still doing a really good job here with a 9-0 lead over Eddie Salgado.
Waverly just got pinned again at heavyweight. Romeo Klein, Cedar Rapids Prairie, with the fall over Mason Heinrichs out of Waverly Shell Rock. So not a very good round for Waverly there.
Man, did Waverly just go off and hire another guy that looks just like Brett Whelan?
A little bit.
I was going to say, like, as soon as Brett, like, okay, we need another bearded bald guy.
Number 2.
I believe, I think his name too. He's been there a while. So we are 45 seconds in on mat 3, still scoreless. Braxton Hutchinson, Burlington, Abe Heisinger out of Dubuque Hempstead. Still 3-3 over on mat 5. Watkinson putting a good ride on Ryle now.
Rough morning session for Waverly.
Yeah, especially those upper weights. They just kind of took it on the chin there.
But again, this is what kind of makes. I mean, today is that day. Like you're
separating.
You're gonna start separating from the field.
Louis Curtis, please come to the head table. Louis Curtis, please come to the head table.
So not a lot of action in those 2 quarterfinals right now.
A lot of feel-out process there.
Yep.
Down on
Still
3.
0-0 on 3. No real shot attempts yet.
Now wrestling on mat number 1, consolation round 100.
It's like Hutchinson kind of pulled him down into front headlock. Down on 5, Watkinson still putting a good ride on Ryle. It's tied 3-3. Ryle got a takedown in the first, rode him the whole time. Watkinson got a takedown early in second, rode him the whole time.
This is going to be a fun little third period here, I bet.
Looks like Watkinson's going to go down. Tied 3-3. 11 seconds left there in the first between Heisinger and Hutchinson. Still scoreless on mat 3. Got a few more 6-pounders coming out and consolation now. Again, we'll probably focus a little bit more on those middle mats, those quarterfinals. We'll try to touch base as much as we can on the outside. Let us know if there's so many consolations you really want us to try to update you on. We might not be constant updates, but we'll try to make sure we're keeping an eye out.
Wow, so Gatto got himself, put a Tramer on his back. I don't think he got any swipes on it, but kind of making it a little bit more interesting over here. Heisinger starts bottom. Started the second.
Yep, still scoreless in the second period. Looks like Watkinson just got the escape over on 5, so a minute and a half left.
Ryle's going to have to.
Chase Watkinson leads 4-3 over Trace Ryle.
Ryle's going to have to find something here real quick.
Yep, they've exchanged takedowns the first 2 periods. Oh, big throw out of the Atumwa heavyweight on Matt Ford, but they're going to go out of bounds.
Watkinson with the 3.
Did he get it?
Yep. Wait, yep,
Right on the edge. They're conferring here.
They're saying, what are we going to do here, boss? All right.
Whoa,
No!
Wave it off. Coach West is not very happy about that one over in the Prairie corner.
Is that Bryce or Drew?
That's a really good question. You could tell from up here you're a better man than me.
Wow, Salgado with the upset, with the comeback.
Down 11-1. Salgado of Ankeny in the consolation rounds over there gets the fall.
All right with Eddie Salgado this week.
Oh, Watkinson right back on a leg now. Pops his head out to the outside. He had a single, switches to a double. That's got to be 3.
Yeah.
So Chase Watkinson now leads 7-3. He was down 3-0 in this match to Ryle.
Really good job.
A lot of fight out of Watkinson.
Blocking up right under the butt, picked him up and set him down so there's no confusion.
Guess what grade he's in?
Sophomore.
Over on 3, Heisinger up 1-0 right now. Leading Braxton Hutchinson about 30 seconds.
Oh, he kind of tries an ill-advised throw, but he's going to be able to get out of it.
Yep. Minute left, or 30 seconds left here.
Hutchinson dropping down looking for a carry. Kelly.
Kerry Kelly.
Heisinger. You want to show somebody how to get your hips back and away from a guy?
Right. Abe Heisinger's
He is
doing
almost
it right now.
laying flat on the mat right now. I love it.
Man, good win.
More kids need to see that.
Good win for Watkinson.
Yep. So we got our first semifinalist of the Iowa High School State Tournament. Chase Watkinson out of Cedar Rapids Prairie.
End of the second here. Heisinger.
So here we go. We're gonna get some new matches over on mat 5 now. It's going to be Nico DeSalvo, #1 ranked wrestler out of Southeast Polk, taking on Joey Cahill of Joaquin Northwest.
Down on 4, we have #1 ranked Eddie Woody of Southeast Polk. He's taking on Chase Miller. Eddie Woody's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
And he's the 1 seed. I thought that matrix doesn't really favor.
Well, I think he's
just beating everyone.
Undefeated and beating everyone.
Okay.
And beat some of the really good guys in this bracket as well.
Okay.
So those head-to-head wins go a long way.
Heisinger having a solid ride here.
Yeah, Hutchinson took down, but it's still 1-0 for Heisinger. We're scoreless on those other 2 quarterfinals. Oh, Woody gets a takedown.
Salvo
Eddie
got
Woody
Bar,
leads 3-0.
Got a bar looking over there. He's looking for the fall.
Oh, yeah. DeSalvo looking for fall. So Southeast Polk making some quick work down here.
Imagine an alternate universe. I mean, we're lucky that we get Nico DeSalvo. I mean, at some point, he could have been a Bishop McCord, if you think about it. Wilkinson gets...
looks close, doesn't it? There's a
calling
stall
stalling.
call on Heisinger, holding on to that leg as Hutchinson's trying to come out.
With a minute left, though, in that situation, hey, take it. Kind of sucks, but...
There's a fall for DeSalvo. So Nico DeSalvo, Southeast Polk, with the first period fall over Joey Cahill of Joaquin Northwest.
Another trip to the semifinals. A nice mat return by Heisinger. Got to the corner.
Eddie Woody looking to... There, he's working on some near fall. Woody takes Miller over with a half. And that looks pretty tight there as well. What do we got? 45 seconds to try to fight off. There's the fall. Another fall for Southeast Polk. #1 ranked Eddie Woody moving into the semifinals at 106.
Hutchinson's the 2 seed. I did not realize
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Heisinger's doing a really good job here. 30 seconds on a ride.
Tripod position for Hutchinson. He's got to get some hand control. Heisinger drops back down on a leg.
He's got to elevate. He's doing it. I mean,
he's kind of working for another stall call, it looks like. Hutchinson, he was kind of stopped moving.
Yeah. There's 16 seconds left. The ref, he's going to
call stalemate.
Yeah,
Hutchinson just begging for that stall call to tie it instead of trying to get out there.
This is getting exciting here, especially for being a Dubuque guy.
Coming out on mat 5. Now you got state champion Jake Knight out of Bettendorf taking on Mitchell
Ike
Pibbs out
Heisinger,
of
big
Dubuque.
lift, big return, 10 seconds left.
He's got Hutchinson flat on his belly. Hutchinson works back up to his base. Heisinger drops back down in leg, but brings it up this time.
Big win. Big win for the freshman over the 2 seed.
Abe Heisinger moves into the semifinals.
You want to talk about an absolute
gritty ride.
A gritty ride, great return. did a lot of things right in that match.
Absolutely. So coming out now on mat 4, we've got Benjamin Walsh of Ankeny taking on Jack Wollicott out of Dowling Catholic in a quarterfinal. And our mat 3 now will be Weston Porter out of Lewis Central taking on Dylan Munson out of Cedar Rapids Prairie. That's going to be a great quarterfinal there. We'll have our first quarterfinal coming out on mat 6. Carew Christensen and Waukee Northwest taking on Cruz Gannon out of Dowling Catholic. So we are into absolute meat grinders now. These are the best of the best out here in the quarterfinals. There's an early takedown for Jake Knight. That's his second one already. So Knight is a 6-1 lead over Mitchell Pins and DeBeek Hempstead, only about 43 seconds into that match. Over on 3, Munson's got a 2-on-1. Kind of Russian tie working Weston Porter around the mat a little bit.
Knight up 6-2 on Pins right now.
Benjamin Walsh from Ankeny gets the early takedown. 3-0 lead over Jack Wollicott.
Knight.
There's no takedown for Knight.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Pins fight. Knight got a takedown there, but Pins at least staying in decent enough position to at least maybe try fighting for something here himself. Oh, they're
Nope, dangerous. Weston Porter now double underhooks. Now he's walking Munson around the mat a little bit. Tries a trip. Doesn't get it, but he comes around behind. Big lift.
Again,
There's 3 for Weston Porter.
Weston Porter, sneaky.
Quick as, yep.
Just looks sneaky strong.
Quick escape for Munson, but Weston Porter takes a 3-1 lead. Porter the 3 seed here. Munson's a 6. Oh, nice little slide throw by for Porter. Look at him, just lift him up with one leg. He's got one leg above the knee. Oh, they're going to call a slam.
Oh, that was nasty.
Uh-oh, Munson's laying there too.
He got
That's going to be, Porter had the low leg under the knee, lifts him all the way up into the air with it and dumps him down pretty hard right on top of his head. Munson's laying pretty flat. He's got trainers around him right now on mat 3.
If he's not able to go, though, too, that's over for Porter.
Again, Porter, one of those sophomores, was in the state finals last year as a freshman. Wow. We'll keep an eye on that.
That was gnarly.
Kind of going around these quarters here. Mat 4, Walsh of Ankeny with a 3-1 lead over Wollicott. Mat 5, Jake Knight up 9-3 over Pins of Dubuque Hempstead as we enter the second period. And over on mat 6, Carew Christensen of Waukee Northwest leads 3-1 over Cruz Gannon of Dowling Catholic. Oh, man. Dylan Munson still flat. He's not moving a whole lot here.
It's kind of scary.
Trainer's taking a real good look at him. We got a whole bunch of people standing over him.
Landon Gottschalk, Bettendorf.
I see him at least moving his feet.
Yeah, I'm not, sorry, I should be more specific. I'm not worried about, he's moving, he's got a little bit of movement. They're keeping him very still, though, while they check him out, making sure he's okay. Mat 4, Walsh still leads Wollicott 3-1 there in the second period. And over on mat 6, Carew Christensen with the 3-1 lead in the second period as well over Cruz Gannon.
Big brother Ike Hasinger jumping out to a 3-0 lead here on mat 1. He must have got fired up seeing the little brother, so he's getting to work.
Jake Knight now up to a 13-4 lead over Mitchell Pins over on 5. Yeah, Munson's still down. I don't know if this one's going to continue or not.
So let me ask you this in this situation. So obviously, Munson's going to win this match off of,
Legal slam.
But then if he's not able to go in the semis, does someone get a bye to the finals?
Yep.
You hate to see it.
They're bringing out a stretcher.
Oh, geez.
This is going to be over. Oh, man. That's 3-seeded Weston Porter. So number 2 seed would be Alexander Pierce out of Iowa City West if he wins. Could potentially get a bye into the finals. Porter getting a hug from his coaches here. I think they know it's over.
That sucks. It was impressive. I mean, that lift was so impressive, and then just went the wrong way.
Jake Knight picks up a 20-4 technical fall over on mat 5. So the champ, Jake Knight, with another win to move into the semis. Oh, man, Munson's still down. They're bringing a stretcher out.
Quarterfinals at 120
Oh, man. You pray for that kid. If you guys got some rosaries out there, you might as well say a prayer for this young man.
Kurtz, Iowa City.
Walsh of Ankeny over on mat 4 builds his lead to 6-3 over Wallacott at Dowling Catholic. Still in the second period. Another Dowling Catholic over on 6. Cruz Gannon now in the lead. 5-3 over Carew Christensen out of Waukee Northwest. Late in the second period.
4-4.
Christensen up to his feet, looking to come out. There's the escape. So now it's 5-4 for Gannon. Now up on mat 5. Looks like Kendall Kurtz out of City High taking on Avery Van Zelderen out of Dallas Center Grimes in another quarterfinal.
Ruiz
120 pounds now.
Ruiz out of Norwalk. He's up 3-1 on Landon Gottschalk.
Oh, yeah,
right
Martinez Ruiz. Got some fans up here. I know you like Gottschalk, too.
Nah, yeah. This guy. Oh, we got another injury here down on 8.
Oh, man. That's Fitzgibbon out of Pleasant Valley. Munson still down on the mat. Porter's left the mat. This one's going to be over, but hate to see it. Coach Derek Ball down there talking to him. Talking to the officials, trying to figure out something. I don't know what's going on. I think that's Kyle Fake down there officiating.
Man.
So
you want to talk about taking the winds out of our sails? We were rolling pretty well, and we're both kind of locked in on this mat 3, just making sure.
Yeah,
that
they're rolling Munson over onto the stretcher. He's not moving a whole
you
lot.
hate to see it. He's a senior.
Yep.
You know, he's been wrestling tough. He's had really couple tournaments not go his way, and this was going to be a year I think that he could have made some noise for Prairie, and this is just
And tough way to go out for Porter too.
Yeah. Does Porter get to go in the backside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be able to continue on the backside. But not what he wanted.
No.
Mat 4. Sorry, we'll get back to some action here. Let's get over it. Let's get back to some action.
Woo!
Prayers out for Munson. Mat 4 now. Benjamin Walsh, Ankeny leads 7-6. Only 25 seconds left in the match now. 8-6. Walsh over Wallacott out of Dowling Catholic. Over on mat 5, Kendall Kurtz, Iowa City High, with a early 3-0 lead over Van Zelderen out of Dallas Center Grimes. And over on mat 6, we got 40 seconds left. Coming back to the center, Cruz Gannon, Dowling Catholic leads 6-4 over Carew Christensen out of Waukee Northwest. Those are our 4 quarterfinal matches here.
Back over on 1, Heisinger, Maxwell Davis up 6-4 over Ike Heisinger going in the third period.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick commercial break.
At Raider Outdoor Power, we have something for everyone in every price range and for every season. We're your #1 source in the Tri-States for lawn and garden equipment, snow equipment, handheld equipment, tractors, gators, grills, and utility vehicles. We offer a full line of new and used products from John Deere, Kubota, Steel, Cub Cadet, Honda, Green Mountain Grills, and many more. Check out Raider Outdoor Power in Dubuque or online at lawnpower.com.
We're here the night before state finals, packed house, talking wrestling over cold beer. Doesn't get any better than that. I love beer. I've been drinking beer for a while, and that's pretty cool. I think just the fact that Single Speed recognized us as somebody that covers the sport and cares about the sport is to be alongside the name of Gable. I mean, that's a dream, right? Like, look at that.
Join us before the state finals at Single Speed Brewing Company this Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m.
Pain or limited mobility can affect every part of your daily life. Our goal is to get you feeling well enough that you can do everything that you want to do. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy will make your physical therapy journey as easy and convenient as possible. Start with a free 20-minute injury screen and receive a complimentary benefits check. If you need pain relief now, go to kineticedgept.com or call 866-588-0230 to schedule your free screen today.
And we're back. Lars, let's do some updates while we're here. we kind of got carried away there for
We
a
had to
second.
take a little break there for a second. They're still trying to get Dylan Munson out of here, but we had a couple results in the middle there. Ben Walsh at 113 of Ankeny moves on to the semifinals. 11-6 win over Jack Wollicott out of Dowling Catholic. At 106, Cruz Gannon out of Dowling Catholic with a big win over Carew Christensen out of Waukee Northwest.
That is a huge win.
That's a huge win. So those were the two quarterfinals that ended. On the mat right now, they are also waiting to start on mat 4 while they get Munson off mat 3. So we only have 2 matches underway in the quarterfinals. But currently on mat 5, Kendall Kurtz of City High leading Avery Van Zelderen out of Dallas Center Grimes 6-2. And over on mat 6, our 2 seed Alexander Pierce, state champion out of Iowa City West, with a 6-1 lead over the youngster Kipton Lewis out of Waverly Shell Rock.
Now wrestling on mat number 1. Consolation rounds of 100.
Yeah, looks like down here on 6. Right now, I mean, Alexander Pierce returning 2 seed, up 6-1 currently.
Waukee Northwest. Now wrestling Consolations, mat number 1 at 120. Now wrestling on mat number 7, Consolations at 126 pounds. Blake Forrester, Dallas Center Grimes. Evan Simpson.
See, down here on 5, Kendall Krutz up 7-2 right now over Van Zelderen of Dallas Center Grimes. Now because I got some blood time here. So we're waiting for that Cale Vandermark Math Tran match. Vandermark last year, great season last year. I think he's ready to explode on the scene here this weekend as well.
Yeah, for sure. Vandermark's dynamite. So they're wheeling Dylan Munson out. Doesn't look good for Dylan Munson as far as I think his tournament's most likely going to be over. We just hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get a report back from somebody here. Let us know how he's doing a little bit later on. We'll try to keep you posted.
Man, you gotta think about his parents too. Like sitting in the arena where really you can't do anything. You can't get down on the floor.
Now wrestling on
You're going to a straight panic attack. Anyways, back to wrestling. Mat 6 here. Alexander Pierce up 10-1 with a minute left here in the second. Down here on 4, we got Matt Tran taking on Cale Vandermark. Down on 3, Ashton Grace of Ottumwa. He's taking on Matt Prine of Southeast Polk. Prine yesterday it just impressed me how he wrestles. A lot of points there on that Southeast Polk team.
Absolutely. Over on mat 5, we'll also touch. We got Kendall Kurtz, City High, now out to a 10-2 lead over Van Zelderen out of Dallas Center Grimes. So we got 4 quarterfinals back underway here. Alexander Pierce still up 10-2 in the second period.
Tell you what, man, Westside not as deep as they always are, but they just got some heavy hammers still in that lineup.
Yep, they still got some guys. Krutzvelt still coming. Vila still coming.
Obviously it's not the West of days of old, but at the same time, they still got a decent little cupboard there.
Yeah, for sure. Nice job out of Tran. Looked like Vandermark had him dead to rights, but Tran able to scramble out of that one, so still scoreless on 4. So not a lot of action right at the moment. Heading to the third period down there on 6. Alexander Pierce still with a 10-2 lead over Kipton Lewis. We are still scoreless on those 2 new ones on 3 and 4. Matt Prine in on a deep shot, though, on 3. But Ashton Grace kind of coming around the corner. Little scramble, looks like it's going to be a stalemate there. So no score still on 3 between Ashton Grace of Ottumwa and Matt Prine out of Southeast Polk. Still scoreless on 4 as we head to the second period. Matthew Tran of Iowa City West and Cale Vandermark out of Ankeny Centennial. The other two are big leads there for Kendall Kurtz of City High and Alexander Pierce of Iowa City West.
Tran gives up the escape to Vandermark here to start the second period. Didn't really do much, just kind of let him go and, hey, let's solve this on our feet.
Yep, that's going to be the end of the first period on 3. Scoreless between Grace and Prime. Right. So it looks like 26 seconds left. Kurtz still leads 10-5 over Van Zelderen down there. And 40 seconds left. Pierce leads Kipton Lewis 10-2. There's an escape on mat 3 for Matt Prine. Matt Prine of Southeast Polk now with a 1-0 lead over Ashton Grace of Ottumwa. Vandermark picked up the takedown over here on 4, so he's up 4-1 now on Tran.
10-2 right now, still on 6. Ooh, I was gonna say Krutz finds himself
Kurtz.
big. They're going.
Kendall Kurtz going to get the reversal there, and that match is over. So Kendall Kurtz of Iowa City High moves on to the semifinals. A 12-5 win over Avery Van Zelderen. Also just final on mat 6. Alexander Pierce back in the semifinals with a 13-2 win over Kipton Lewis out of Waverly Shell Rock.
I tell you what, man, Kendall Krutz, he's good. Kurtz, he's good.
Yeah.
Good little wrestler there.
He's actually, I believe, headed to Co next year to play baseball and wrestle.
Yes.
Noah Phillips.
I think that was on the objective of a few D3 schools was like, hey, we can get a double dose here for that kid.
Matt Prine picked up a takedown over on 3. Matt Prine Southeast Polk out to a 4-0 lead now in the second period over Ashton Grace of Ottumwa. Cale Vandermark of Ankeny Centennial leads Matthew Tran of Iowa City West now 7-1. And here's a couple new quarterfinals on 5 and 6. Mat 5, early 6-1 lead, 13 seconds in for Christian Castillo out of Ames over Easton Jorgensen out of Waverly. On mat 6, we got another Southeast Polk Ram, Max Riggins taking on AJ Braddock out of Boone. Castillo with another takedown already. That's 9-2, 30 seconds in.
Prine
Looking for a whip over.
Is he going to get it?
Yep. It's a near fall coming for Castillo now, 40 seconds in.
Yeah. Again, Castillo, pretty good at this wrestling thing. There's the fall.
There's a fall already for Castillo. So dominant performance. Ames has got themselves a semifinalist.
I tell you what, man. Ames is really loving this in-state, this abundance.
Getting some of these Iowa State guys.
You know, I mean, it's a smart move, in my opinion, get in-state to be able to get a kid in-state tuition.
On mat 3, Matt Prine, Southeast Polk leading 4-1 early in the third period over Ashton Grace of Ottumwa. Just underway in the third period on mat 4, Cale Vandermark, Ankeny Centennial leads 7-2 over Matthew Tran of Iowa City West. Looks like Max Riggins got a takedown for Southeast Polk over on 6. He leads 3-1 over AJ Braddock of Boone and about to get another takedown. So you can trip him down here. There's 3. So Riggins extends his lead to 6-1 for Southeast Polk.
Down on 5 here, we got Carter Pearson out of Southeast Polk. He's taking on Mitchell Murphy of Dubuque Hempstead.
So 3 Southeast Polk Rams out here right now at the same time in the quarters, and that's going to be happening. We got 13 wrestlers out of 14 weights in the quarterfinals right now.
Man.
And the first 2 have already won.
I know I'm a shoe nerd, man, but Pearson's rocking some old Adidas 2000s that are electric. That might be the rarest shoes I've seen so far in the state tournament. For people who are listening, sorry, big shoe nerd over here.
Definitely a nerd. Over there on 3, Prine still leads 4-1. 30 seconds left. He's close to finishing another takedown.
You want to talk
There
about
it is. There's 3. Matt Prine, 7-1.
That was speed right there.
Yeah. Vandermark's built his lead up to 10-3 in the third period.
Pearson's got Murphy in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Pearson already looking for a fall. There it is.
No.
Oh, I thought he hit the mat
Yep,
there.
he's going scoop.
But Pearson leads 3-0. Got a cradle locked up. Over on 6. Max Riggins still leading Braddock out of Boone 6-1. Putting on a good ride. Matt Pride now looking for a fall, but time's going to run out. There's going to be 4 near fall.
There's the fall.
11-1. So Southeast Polk, 2 more bonus point victories. Not just victories.
Bonus.
Prine picks up an 11-1 major. Carter Pearson picks up a fall. Southeast Polk now 4-0 with 4 bonus point victories here in the quarterfinals. And Max Riggins leading 6-1 on mat 6 in the second period as well.
Now wrestling on mat number 3,
So coming out on 3 at 126, we'll have Truman Folkers out of Ankeny taking on Kyler Simmons of Dowling Catholic. And over on mat 5, we have Matt Crossan out of Indianola taking on Nicholas Wise out of Marshalltown.
Quarterfinals at 138 pounds. Matt Crossan, Indianola. Nicholas Wise.
We're going to go final here on 4. Cale Vandermark of Ankeny Centennial gets the major decision 13-4 over Matthew Tran of Iowa City West. Excuse me. So Vandermark moves into the semifinals.
Big win there for the 2 seed.
Oh, nice early takedown by Truman Folkers of Ankeny over on 3. About 10 seconds in. Now he's got him on his back. Oh, nope. Simmons able to roll through. No back points awarded. Now coming out on mat 4, quarterfinal, we'll have Malik DeBow out of Linn-Mar taking on Carter Siebel out of Pleasant Valley. That's at 126 pounds. So we have 326, and we're already up to 138 over there on mat 5. Max, so a couple of them just underway. Max Riggins of Southeast Polk is leading 6-1 late in the second period over Braddock out of Boone. You're a little speechless right now, Worm.
Oh, yeah. Just watching a lot of wrestling right now, man. Just watching a lot of wrestling.
Enjoying the show.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. So Folkers, another takedown, another release over on mat 3. He's now out to a 6-2 lead over Kyler Simmons of Dowling Catholic here in the first period.
All right, I'm back. Okay, I'm back.
Riggins gets a ride out on mat 6, so he takes a 6-1 lead into the third.
Over on 4 here, I mean, Malik DeBow, kind of been talking about him a little bit yesterday, too. I mean, he's pretty solid. Is another sophomore, Malik? No.
No.
He might be
He's got to be
older.
older than that. He's a senior.
Okay, he is a senior. 32-3 on the year. The 4 seed. You know, a tough kid. You know, Carter Seibel out PV also. Tough dude. I tell you what, like I said, that PV staff is, because you look down there now, you got Travis Willers, former state champ for PV, and then you also have, looks like, Matt Robinson from Assumption in the corner.
Yeah, it is.
That kid was dangerous.
Yeah, he was.
Kid cement mix, dude. Like he liked to put on a show when he wrestled.
Absolutely. We do have one of the top sophomores down there on mat 5, Matt Crossan out of Indianola. Scoreless heading into the second period against Nicholas Wise out of Marshalltown.
Crossan, I said it a lot yesterday. He's as advertised.
Yeah.
Last year, I remember, heartbreaking semifinal match for him. We got taken down, in like the last,
pretty late.
10 seconds?
Down on mat 3, Truman Folkers of Ankeny kind of putting on a show. We're early in the second period. He's leading 12-3 over Kyler Simmons, another sophomore at Dowling Catholic. Braddock putting on a good ride over Riggins here. Riggins leads 6-1. About a minute left in that match, but Braddock's ridden him for the first minute of the third period here. Problem is he's down 5. He's going to have to find some offense either up here or he's going to have to cut him loose, do something. But Folkers now looking for an inside cradle. He picks up another takedown, so it's 15-3 halfway through the second period for Truman Folkers out of Ankeny. He's got an inside cradle locked. Not real tight, though. I'm not sure he's going to be able to take him over. There he just lets it go. Still scoreless on 4 with Siebel and DeBow heading to the second period. Matt Crossan gets the escape to make it 1-0 on Mat 5, leading Nicholas Wise out of Marshalltown. Release and another takedown for Folkers, 18-4 now. Still in the second period. Riggins gets his escape over on 6, so it's 7-1 with 20 seconds left. Got to think maybe he's looking for a takedown to get another bonus point win here. Coach Sam Lloyd egging him on, trying to get it. There he goes.
Wow.
He just goes.
Just like, nope, I got
Cow catcher to his back. We'll see if he can get a fall. Only 5 seconds. There it is. 4 seconds left in the match, and Max Riggins picks up another fall for Southeast Polk.
Coach Peyton Williams, he's hyped up too about it.
Yep.
I tell you, Sam Lloyd.
Lloyd.
New London guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Grandview guy.
Yep.
Okay.
So Southeast Polk now what? 5-0?
Yeah. How many?
5-0, all 5 bonus point wins. I think 1 was a major.
Oh. I got a funny feeling they got the screen print company already on locked up.
Well, they already used them once this week.
They get a lot of man, the amount of t-shirts those guys get.
Over on 3, early in the third period. Folker looking for an escape that would end it. He's up 18-4. He's up to his feet, but Simmons drops back down.
Now he gets the takedown.
No, he's riding. Now on Mat 6 coming out. It'll be Riker Graff, the 3 seed out of Waverly Shell Rock, taking on Joshua Anglo out of Johnston.
Anglo, the one that beat,
Yep.
He was the one that beat Ratchie yesterday. You know, he's got some explosiveness with him when it comes to it. So, Graff, one of those guys too that's just constantly been knocking on the door for like the last 4 years. It was originally at SEP and then moved to Waverly. And
really good Greco kid.
Yeah.
Thought Crossan maybe had a little tilt over there on 5, but no back points were awarded. Now he's got that far shoulder, but he's got a leg Turk in if he can get it. Wise doing a good job just bellying out. Folker's up to his feet again, looking for that escape, but he catches a neck wrench. Nope, he's just going to get the escape, but that's a tech fall. So Truman Folkers out of Ankeny with a 19-4 win over Kyler Simmons of Dowling Catholic.
Good win there for the sophomore.
Yep.
3-2 here down on 4. Carter Siebel, Pleasant Valley. He's up 3-2 right now on Malik DeBow.
That's going to be the end of the. DeBow, the late shot, but time runs out. So 3-2 as they go to the third period here. Still scoreless on 6 with Graff and Anglo.
I tell you what, man, Linn-Mar needs this win. I think for confidence reasons, they need this win.
Crossan putting on a good ride down there on 5. It's still just 1-0, but only 15 seconds left. He's got Wise flattened out, though, 10 seconds.
Over on 3 here, we got TJ Kester taking on Cale Nash of Clear Creek Amana. Dude, Nash has had a year.
Nash has had a great senior season. He's been wrestling real well. So Crossan gets it done, gets the ride out, wins 1-0 over Nicholas Wise of Marshalltown. So he is a semifinalist, I believe, at 138. Kester in on a leg. He dumps Nash to his back. Carries him right to his back. He's got him in a lot of trouble early in that match.
We just talked about it. And it looks like Cale
Nash does a great job fighting on. Gets off his back there, but it's 7-0 now.
I just want to make sure Cale Nash, he's going to Upper Iowa next year, Division II program. Like I said, he's having a great senior season. That might just mean transition to a great college season.
Yeah. We got another Southeast Polk Graham coming out now on Mat 5. Will Oberbrockling taking on Ethan Sodergren out of Ankeny Centennial. Oberbrockling immediately on a low single.
Just pushes the head aside, looking to cut the corner.
Sodergren fighting here, but there's going to be the throw. No. Great job by Sodergren. Big move. Man. We are in quite a scramble down here, folks. Sorry.
These
Lot
guys
to keep track of.
These guys are getting after it.
Yeah, Oberbrockling back in a good position here.
Hey, while we got a chance, I know we've been talking a lot of quarterfinals. So let's do a quick update on the outside mats here. Let's go start out one. Colin Cruz, or Luis Valos of Council Bluff, Abraham. He's up 3-0 over Colin Cruz at North Scott. Over on 2, Chandrell Thompson is up 1-0 on Benjamin Rawson of Liberty. Down on 7, Carter Scorch of Lewis Central. He's up 11-5 on Jaden Zachary of Dowling. And on mat 8, we got Isaiah Madison scoreless, or just about to start here with Ben Gallagher on those third round consolation matches.
So now bringing to the mat on mat 3. Guess what?
Another Southeast Bowl guy.
Fan. Justice Jesseroga going to be taking on Eric Kahn out of Dowling Catholic. Not quite underway yet. Over there on 5, there's still no takedown. They've been just scrambling around. Oberbrockling looks like he's got a cradle locked up, got him sat on his hip, but he's kind of out in front. So not quite a takedown here if he can dump him over.
Yep, and he does.
That's got to be 3 now, right?
Yep.
There's 3.
But then,
so Oberbrockling takedown. Sodergren is just battling here, man.
Was Sodergren going to try cradling the cradle?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you want to cradle me? I'm going to cradle you right back.
They're going to go out of bounds, I believe. So going to reset, but 3-0 lead now for Oberbrockling.
Just like that, Carter Seibel with the upset over Malik DeBow, 4-2.
Pleasant Valley has themselves a semifinalist. Riker Graff up 1-0 down here on mat 6 in the second period. Going to be heading to the third, 1-0 over Anglo out of Johnston. Looks like we got some injury time for Sodergren, maybe. Oh, no, it's blood time on mat 5. Didn't see Oberbrockling over there in the corner.
All right, down here, 132 pounds. We got Carlisle's Aiden Serrano. He's taking on Aiden Beck of Dallas Center Grimes at 132 pounds.
Dallas Center Grimes, Serrano, Carlisle, Beck.
I tell you what, Carlisle, another program that's on the up and up a little bit.
Yeah, they got some real guys this year. Jackson Miller will be coming up. Asa Hempstead. Carlisle's been a really good team this year.
Over on 5, it looks like still running a 3-0 lead as Will Oberbrockling.
Yep, Justice Jesseroga got a takedown down on 3. He leads 3-1 in the first period. Taking on Kahn out of Dowling Catholic. Dowling's had a really good tournament here so far. Jesseroga coming around.
Oh, down here on 2. We got a headlock here from Chandrell Thompson. He's got the thing tight.
There's another takedown for Jesseroga. He now leads 6-1 halfway through the first period. 1-1 now on 6 in the third. Riker Graff going against Joshua Anglo out of Johnston. 1-1 in the third. Oberbrocklin's got a bar arm over there looking to try to take Sodergren over.
Jesseroga getting near
There's
falls.
some near fall. So both Southeast Polk guys get near fall. They call it? Oh. They call a pin or they just stop it? I think he stopped it for something.
There should be 4-1 then.
He stopped it for blood? In the middle of him being stacked up, getting pinned? Jesman's asking for another one.
Yeah, it should be 4-1.
Oh man, I'm not sure you stop that there when he's that close to a fall. But
yeah, and I'm not going to argue Justin Smith on 3 things. 1, the guy has been wrestling for a lot of years. He's very familiar with the rules. 2, he's a lawyer. He knows law. And 3, have you seen the size?
Kick your butt.
Yes.
Yeah. So Justice Jesseroga does pick up a fall for Southeast Polk over on mat 3 though. So I believe that makes them 6-0 with 5 falls in a major.
Good Lord.
Oh, deep shot by Riker Graff over on 6, right on the edge of the mat.
3.
There's the 3. Riker Graff.
With 7
seconds left. That was a 1-1 match. Coach Yankovic's coming over to ask if that was really a takedown.
Now wrestling mat number 3, quarterfinals at 144.
Down on 2 on the backside, Elijah Hyatt taking on Stony Wood of Indianola. Indianola needs this. Going to need this one in that points race too.
So Oberbrockling leads 6-1 halfway through the second period. Now up on mat 3 in a new quarterfinal at 144. We're going to have, should be some explosive moves on this mat. You want to talk about a couple athletic guys? We had Jakari Clark of West Des Moines Valley coming out against Danny Peters out of Clinton.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling that's going to be high pace and a lot of explosions.
Those guys are both a lot of fun to watch. I got a chance to really watch Peters this year, and he impressed me a lot. So 4-1 lead for Riker Graf. Only 7 seconds left in that match as we get reset. They talked it over. It's going to be 4-1.
So they did not give him the 4-1 on 5. And I don't know, potentially dangerous there too.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They're kind of losing some control over here on 5. But Sodergren's now, is he hurt? Yep, injury time. Riker Graf picks up a 4-1 win. Waverly Shell Rocks got themselves a semifinalist.
Good win for Riker Graf.
Yep, 132 pounds. Anglo just about killed 2 Giants, but didn't quite get Graf. It was 1-1 late, but Graf pulls her out.
All right, I'm already attracted to this Peters-Clark match.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Over, quick update on 4, the Aidens out of Des Moines. Aiden Beck, Dallas Center Grimes with a 1-0 lead over Aiden Serrano out of Carlisle. That is about halfway through the second period.
Clark in on a shot. Peters does a good job stuffing, but Clark's still running. He's still running it out of bounds. He looks to circle. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you're gonna call a stall there. I mean, Clark was just literally running. Danny's hustling back. He knows he wants to party here. He's chasing after Clark.
Quarterfinals at 138 pounds.
Back underway on mat 5. So I believe Oberbrockling ended up getting his choice because of multiple stoppages. So Oberbrocklin's up 6-1. He's going to go bottom here. Looking for a reversal. There it is. So 8-1 now for Oberbrockling in the second period. But tell you what, Sodergren's fighting, man.
Yeah. I think
he comes out for escape, 8-3.
I think he's a little fired up. I think he's taking some of these injuries times as personal.
Good scramble going on 6 here. We now have Ryan Ryder out of Carlisle taking on Cole Crutchfeld out of Iowa City West.
Peters got deep on that, but Clark shoved the hips.
He misses the second angle right on the edge. Clinton coach is asking for stalling, but it's not going to happen here.
I tell you what, Danny Peters is hustling, man. I think he's got a method to his madness here. Riker, though.
Oberbrockling just about had another takedown, but the refs are talking. They say time ran out, but he's going to take an 11-2 lead into the third. Ryder and Crutchfeld still just scrambling head to toe over here. Mat 6, that's a minute and a half in, still scoreless. Crutchfeld sit back on Ryder. Nope. Good job by Ryan Ryder getting himself out of some danger there.
Down here on 4, Beck is still up 4-0.
Beck leads. Serrano gets out. There's escape. 4-1 now. Peters and Clark go scoreless through the first, head to the second. Peters going to start on bottom.
Caution. False whistle.
Oberbrockling takes down in the third over on mat 5. He leads 11-2.
Got a cradle down here on 8.
Yep, just like this. Looks like Serrano's going to get a takedown. Going to tie it up. Serrano and Beck tied at 4. 39 seconds left in the match on mat 4.
Got a fall by Duncan Harn there on mat 8.
Bettendorf. Sodergren put a pretty good ride here on Oberbrockling, but again, he's down 9. Got to figure something out. Jakari Clark able to flatten Danny Peters out there on 3. 0-0, 30 seconds into the second period. Ryder and Crutchfeld go scoreless through the first period. There's an escape for Danny Peters. So 1-0 now, lead for Peters. Minute 15 left in the second. We got a big move coming out of Serrano.
Serrano looking for it.
4-4 match.
He's going to bust it open here.
Serrano puts him on his back.
There's the fall.
Tight match.
Gets their first semifinalist.
17 seconds left in the match. Serrano gets him over for the fall.
1-0 in favor of Danny Peters out of Clinton.
Over on 6, Cole Crutchfeld of Iowa City West gets the escape to lead Ryan Ryder 1-0, but Ryder immediately in on another shot. Crutchfeld doing a good job getting into a scramble, though.
Peters is just in on Clark's face the entire time. Like, he is shortening the gaps on him, and he's pushing a pace on him. I think that might be their strategy.
Kid,
it's just like, hey, let's bring this in a phone booth and let's hack it out. You can run away or we can go.
I'll tell you one thing about Jakari Clark. At any moment, he just exploded towards the legs there. Like, he can take you down in a blink of an eye. Another injury time for Sodergren over on 5. This match is taken forever, but Will Oberbrocken still leads 12-3, 45 seconds left. I think Oberbrocken will get his choice again.
Nope.
No, they're going to injury default it or what? Did they just call injury default?
The refs?
Did you run out of injury time?
Perhaps. But still, it's like 5 minutes injury time. As we're saying that Clark gets the take.
Centennial coaches are coming out here talking, but there's another bonus point win, I guess, for Southeast Polk.
And another one.
And another.
Clark
next.
Clark gets takedown here. Now it's 4-1 going into the third period. So now if you're
How did you get 4?
You got a takedown here right at the end. You got an escape in the second.
No, Peters got the escape.
Oh.
Not sure how he got the 4th point. I was kind of looking over at Oberbrocken's match there, but a little confusion on that match. But Oberbrocken's going to win, I guess, by injury default. Down on 4 now. You got Ryan Young of Indianola jumping out to an early 3-0 lead over Sebastian Soto of Carlisle. Down there on mat 6, Ryan Ryder picked up a takedown here in the second period. He leads Cole Crutchveld of Iowa City West 3-1. 11 seconds left in the second. In a brand new match over on mat 5, we've got Cody Trevino out of Bettendorf taking on Braxton Winkie out of Ames. So Clark got out. It's now shows 5-1. Peters on that leg again, but Clark able to get it free. Like I said, Peters been on him all day, but Clark is...
They're going to explode one through.
Yeah.
I appreciate the
He's
game
just
here.
dynamite, man. Jakari Clark is kind of must-watch TV. So underway now, Winkie and Trevino. Sebastian Soto got an escape, but trails Ryan Young of Indianola 3-1. 43 seconds left here in the first period.
Peters in on a shot here. He's got himself a nice little corner.
You got that, trying to shelf that leg here. Clark fighting hands pretty well. He's got that left. Clark almost ready to get into a Merkel if he can get that leg in. What is he? Is he trying to roll him through on the head?
Yeah, but
I'm not sure exactly what Clark's trying to do here. Coming out front. No, he's got the Merkel. There it goes. Peters brought that leg in for him.
Yeah.
So 3 takedown for Jakari Clark. Just when it looked like Peters in good position, he kind of brought the leg to him. Clark snuck it inside for a Merkel. So Clark now leads 8-2.
He's starting to pull away here.
Yep. Heck of a match out of Peters, but Clark's just slick. So down on 4 and 6, 2 Carlisle wrestlers. We got Ryan Ryder, Carlisle leading Cole Crutchveld of Iowa City West 3-1. That's in the third period. And at the end of the first period on mat 4, Ryan Young of Indianola leading 3-1 over Sebastian Soto out of Carlisle. Down on mat 5, 1 minute in, we're scoreless. Winkie of Ames, Trevino out of Bettendorf. There's
Clark, another shot.
That was almost a Peter shot. Reshot out of Clark. There's the 3. So he's going to get a major out of this. That was a heck of a lot better match than 11-2 score shows. But, kind of getting each other's face. But big win on Jakari Clark.
Yep, I kind of, for some reason, I kind of figured this is how, like the way that those two were wrestling, they were going pretty hard. I figured someone was going to get chippy here.
You know, I would definitely say Peters was maybe more of the aggressor, but Clark took advantage of every possible opportunity. Great reshots, great attacks. Mm-hmm. You know, he kind of picked his spots, but when he did, he made the most of it. He's explosive.
Through, man.
Yeah. So Jakari Clark, West Des Moines Valley heading to the semifinals. Down here on 6, Ryan Ryder picks up a 6-1 win over Cole Crutchveld out of Iowa City West. So Ryan Ryder heading to the semis.
So now coming up on mat 6, we got Coy Davison out of Fort Dodge. He's taking on Nolan Howell of Clear Creek Amana.
Davidson, defending state champion. Coming out on mat 3, we got Isaac Brule of Ankeny Centennial taking on sophomore Parker Casey out of Johnston.
Great, so we get to see a potential Jakari Clark, Coy Davison match tomorrow.
So that's where Jess Roga's the 1 seed, and that's the 2 and 3.
Man, this 3A bracket's loaded.
Quarterfinal at 144.
Down here on 4, Ryan Young was able to get an escape here in the second, so he now leads 4-1 over Sebastian Soto.
Now wrestling on mat number
Down
6,
there on
quarterfinals,
5, Cody
144.
Trevino got a takedown in the first, so he takes a 3-0 lead into the second period. Trevino's going to start on bottom. Davidson in on a leg on 6. Howell trying to kind of crotch lift, bring him up through. Almost a body lock, I guess.
Number 7, constellation of 138.
Yeah, he's going to be able to roll him out of bounds and no points.
McDermott, North Scott, Winky Vankity.
Over on 3 here, Isaac Brule and Parker Casey. They're just starting here. Tell you what, I mean, Isaac Brule yesterday kind of impressed me a little bit.
Yeah.
He was bullying.
He's a real physical kid.
Yeah. He bullied Brady Rissman around real bad in that round of 16.
There's another shot out of Davidson. Dumps him to his hip.
Yep,
There's
he
going to
did
be
catch
3. So 3-0 lead for Coy Davidson of Fort Dodge over Nolan Howell out of Clear Creek, Amana.
Tristan, I think you can say it 5 times fast. I know you
Yeah.
can. I believe you can.
I'm talking too fast here.
Looks like we got a fall here. Nope. We got a down here on 2. Waukee Northwest.
Lincoln
Lincoln
Hut.
Hut up 9-4. But Clays from Ankeny, he's got himself a single leg. Oh, never mind. He finds himself a headlock here.
Lincoln Hut, big headlock.
Hut's like, yeah, dog, this is mine now.
A lot of blood time over here in this Winky Trevino match. Trevino is leading 3-0. There's a big takedown for Ryan Young. So Ryan Young, Indianola, extends his lead to 7-2 over Sebastian Soto of Carlisle. Minute 15 left here in the third period.
Starting to open up the doors there.
End of the first period.
Big fall for
Coy Davidson leads 3-0 over Nolan Howell.
Big fall there for Lincoln Hut doing backside work.
30 seconds left in the first period. Still scoreless between Isaac Brule and Parker Casey over on mat 3. Trevino and Winky back underway. Still in the second period. Minute in. Winky's putting a good ride on Trevino, but Trevino leads 3-0. Young still riding Soto down here on 4 as well with 7-2 lead.
Down on 6 here. Davison still up 4-0 right now in Nolan Howell. Davison does a really good job. Does a really good job of that outside single as he pulls the arm on the opposite side and drags it through.
Yeah.
He's gone to it 2 or 3 times there already. It looks real tight. I mean,
Constellation at 150.
Looks like Davidson was able to get an escape over there on 6, so he leads 4-0. But we're going to have some blood time. Trevino was able to get, looks like an escape and a takedown on 5. He now leads 7-0 over Braxton Winky out of Ames. Isaac Brule got a takedown, or excuse me, an escape early in the second period. So he takes a 1-0 lead over Parker Casey now, early in the second period. More blood time on that Trevino and Winky match on 5. And just about done here on 4. There it is. Ryan Young, Indianola, has themselves a semifinalist. Picks up a 7-4 decision over number 5 seeded Sebastian Soto out of Carlisle. Still 1-0 between Brule and Casey. Oh, Coy Davidson again and on another nice shot. Been pretty relentless on those legs. There's the takedown. So 7-0 lead now for Davidson over Nolan Howell out of Clear Creek, Amana.
yeah. So just to go back on that Will Obrago match, did run out of injury time.
How do you, as a coach, not pay attention to that time's running down, or I don't know, maybe he just couldn't continue, I don't know, but it sure looked like he wanted to continue. So new match. This should be a pretty good one down here on 4. We got Justin Avila, Iowa City West, coming out against Elijah Blewett out of Indianola.
Bill Roach
Man,
to the head table,
caught-
please. Bill Roach to the head table. Now wrestling on mat number
Got
8,
caution right
150
before the whistle even
constellations.
started.
Yeah,
He got
Vila
real
immediately
excited.
going in.
Jason Rivas, Des Moines East. Jennings of
So
Clinton.
Isaac
Rivas,
Brule
Des
leads
Moines
1-0 over
East.
Parker
Wrestling on
Casey
mat
as we
number
head to the third period, but now it's
Constellations
Casey's
of
choice. He's going to start on bottom in the third. Braxton Winky gets an escape in the third over on mat 5, but Trevino leads 7-1. Down here on 6, Coy Davidson with a 7-0 lead as we head to the third over Nolan Howell out of Clear Creek, Amana.
Now wrestling on mat number 7, Constellations
Wow,
of 150.
Avila is just putting a
Those
pace.
head fakes, those
Yeah.
shots, like
Yellow center grind.
he just runs
Johnson,
Blewett right out of
Yankee,
bounds.
Hemmingson. Yellow center
Someone got
grind.
himself fired up this
Wrestling on
morning.
mat number
Parker
7,
Casey did get the escape over there on 3, so Brule and Casey all tied at 1. Minute 40 left in that match.
Trevino with a takedown here goes out 10-1. The closing 45 seconds left here in the third.
Feel like we've had a lot of long matches over there on 5. A lot of blood time, injury time.
We're only about halfway through this.
Yeah. Again, we got all these 4 matches that we're mostly talking about in the middle here. Quarterfinals. On the outside are consolation matches. Got to win it to stay in it. If you win again here this morning, you get yourself into the blood round tomorrow. Blood round is what we call that elimination round, basically. You lose, you're done. You win, you're on the medal stand. You're in the top 8. So
Basically, I mean,
tomorrow's just a huge, huge round for all those guys in consolations. But you got to win here first today to get to the blood round.
you think about it, man. Like that old saying was used to be, win 2 before you lose 2. But now that this new thing is
Win 3.
Yeah, you have to get 2 or. You
Unless-
win,
I mean-
you win 2 matches on the backside and feel really good about it, and come home with
Trace
nothing.
Robertson,
Yep.
Clear Creek, Amana. Brady Risman, Western
Still
Dubuque.
1-1 with
Robertson,
Brule and
Clear Creek,
Casey
Amana.
with only 40
Risman,
seconds left
Western
now.
Dubuque. Now wrestling on mat
It
number
was,
7, Constellation of
I
150.
believe, just a major decision down there. They already cleared off the scoreboard. I think it was a major decision for Cody Trevino out of Bettendorf. He moves into the semifinals. Scoreless
Now
first
wrestling on
period
mat number
between
5, quarterfinals of
Justin
150.
Avila, Iowa City West, and Elijah Blewett out of Indianola.
Noah Houck
Now
Irwin.
getting underway on mat 5 is going to be number 1 ranked Jabari Hinson of Ames and number 8 Noah Hawk Irwin out of Linn-Mar.
I tell you what, Jabari Hinson's been fun to watch this year too.
Yeah.
He likes to score. Pretty explosive cat,
Braden Fish, Linn-Mar.
Absolutely.
Gonna be a Sun Devil.
Oh, Casey tries a little, what I would call a sucker drag out of a front headlock. They're going to run out of bounds, though. So still 1-1. We're heading to overtime. Isaac Brule, Ankeny Centennial, Parker Casey Johnston heading to OT.
This is the fun stuff
150
here, man.
pounds.
At 157.
Coy Davidson picks up a 7-2 win over Nolan Howell down here on mat 6. So defending champ Davidson's heading to the semifinals. What do we got
Down on
here?
6
Still
here.
not a lot of action out of Brule and Casey here in overtime. 1-1, 38 seconds. Brule tries a little super duck. Now goes for a headlock, but he misses. Casey had kind of a body lock, but he gives it up.
Hinson in on a shot. He's up 3-1.
Coming out on 6 now will be Max DeBolt out of Ankeny Centennial, taking on Dominic Tigner out of Norwalk.
Quarterfinal round.
There's another shot out of Brule, kind of from space, not a great shot, but he is being the aggressor here against Parker Casey. Go out of bounds. 12 seconds left now in overtime. After this, we'll have a coin flip. Both guys will get a choice in a 30-second period.
Boy, it's still.
Oh, Casey in on a low single, but time's going to run out on him, I think.
I tell
He
you what,
waited too long. He had a great shot.
for the pace that Justin Avila was going there right off the gate, it's still scoreless with 20
I think he
seconds
slowed
left.
down just a little bit here.
It's like, all right, game plan didn't work.
Yeah.
It looks like
Blewett wasn't falling for that. Looks like Hinson working for a fall over here in a weird spot on 5.
down on 1
Got
here.
him stacked straight up in the air.
Brady Risman up 3-0 right now. Going into the second period. Hinson still looking for the fall here. He's got about 12 seconds. Oh, looks like Risman finds himself on top. Looking for the fall here.
So first ride out of overtime. Overtime 2, Parker Casey takes down, gets a quick escape against Brule. So 2-1 now. Again, they'll go to another 30 seconds. Brule will get the choice if he wants to try to go down. So not much action there. Gonna end that first ride out 2-1. Now it'll be Brule's choice. He's gonna go down bottom. They will wrestle the full 30 seconds here regardless. 11-1 lead now at the start of the second period for Jabari Hinson out of Ames. Oh, the roll for Brule.
Oh.
But Casey kind of catches it.
Yep.
He's got him around the hip here. Can he get him back down? Casey takes him back down. He's got him flattened out now. Brule's got to get going. 17-16. Does Casey have his hands locked? Brule's asking for a locked hand. So are the coaches, but I don't think they saw it. Jim Torvik on the whistle does not see anything. He doesn't call anything.
3-0.
Now Brule up to his feet, but he go out of bounds. 2 seconds left. I think Brule's in some trouble here. He's got 2 seconds to get out.
Jabari Hinson over on mat 5, up 11-1 here in the first.
They were looking.
Second.
They kind of stopped again. He kind of stopped wrestling for a second, looking for locked hands.
Yeah,
like, you got to wrestle through that because even if they call the locked hands and you get your escape, that's 2 points and you win.
Yeah,
why do you stop wrestling to look for a tie?
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like, you think back like a Dayton Fix match when he was when
He just stopped wrestling.
Yeah, you just got
so there it is.
Wrestling.
2-1 overtime win for Parker Casey out of Johnston.
Big win for Parker Casey out of Johnston.
Centennial coaches are very mad thinking there's locked hands, but he just quit wrestling.
Over on 4, Justin Avila on top 4-0 here with as time runs down. He has a date tomorrow morning in the semifinals. Coming up here.
That's just second period, or is that third? No, that was third.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like, hey, we got a Bobby Avila spotting. He's down on 5 in the corner.
Good to see Robert back in town. Look at that.
Now wrestling on mat number 3,
I like it.
quarterfinals at 150.
Down on mat 5, Jabari Hinson still leads 11-1 over Noah Hawk Irwin as the second period comes to an end. Down on mat 6, look at this. Number 8 seed Dominic Tigner leads 3-1 over the 1 seed Max DeBalt halfway through the second period.
Down on 6
Tigner
here.
in on another shot, too.
Down on 4 here. Coming up, we got
number 4,
we got Joe Hirsch of West Dubuque. He's taking on Jake Pontier of Indianola. Pontier.
Yep. First of the 2 Pontier brothers.
Now wrestling on mat number 4, quarterfinals.
Now on.
Hinson's painting it on in that carry, but fighting in a good position here. Oh!
Told roll through. Now on 3 coming out. Quick takedown. Mason Lucas Carlisle leads. State runner-up Logan Trineri out of Southeast Polk, 3-0 early in that match. DeBalt was able to get a takedown over here on 6 to take a 4-3 lead. Now he's got a tilt. So DeBalt working on some near fall. Time's running out, though, in the second. But he's going to get 4, so huge 7-point swing out of DeBalt. He now leads Tigner 8-3 heading to the third period.
Down on 4 here. It looks like Joe Hirsch is fired up this morning. He's kind of pushing himself at pace.
Trineri able to get the escape on 3, but he trails Mason Lucas Carlisle 3-1. There's a shot from Trineri, but from a mile away. Lucas just waits, spins around, gets another 3. So Lucas now up 6-1. Not sure what Trineri was trying to do there.
Oh, man. You know, it's like 1 takedown. It's like, okay, it could be a fluke. All of a sudden, 2. Now you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah,
now.
Trineri escape 6-2. Luckily, 3-point takedown helps a little bit coming back, but another shot from space. And he's just shooting from out of nowhere.
It's like be shooting. Hirsch doing a really good job shooting out of bounds as they circle out. They go out of bounds here. Still scoreless here. 50 seconds left here in the first. Hirsch, like I said, I believe he was a blood round kid 2 years in a row. So I think he's just trying to hopefully can get himself in the semifinals. He doesn't have to worry about that blood round situation.
There's another takedown for DeBalt, so he's now up 11-3 in control here in the third. Jabari Hinson wins his match. Major decision, 14-1. Jabari Hinson out of the Ames heading to the semifinals. Oh, I missed. Trineri must have got a takedown late in the first. So he does close that gap. So it's 6-5 Mason Lucas over Logan Trineri as we head to the second period. Trineri's going to start on bottom, immediately up to his feet. And there's the one. So 6-6. Got a brand new match. Trineri and Lucas down on 3.
Down on, still scoreless, down on 4 here. 8 seconds left here in the first. Getting curious to see how the flip looks here for Pontier and Hirsch.
Coming out on mat 5 in quarterfinal action will be Nolan Fellers out of Bondurant Farrar. Going to be taking on Dakin Bilodeau out of Southeast Polk.
Dakin Bilodeau.
Kid wrestled JV last year. He goes and was a Fargo All-American in Greco.
We love that. You want to talk about depth. There's just depth in your lineup.
Makes the lineup, and now he comes in as the 6th seed in the state tournament.
Oh, big.
Tigner tries to throw DeBalt, but DeBalt kind of rolls through, gets out of bounds.
Flows through it. A flow state, if you will.
There you go. Still scoreless. Hirsch and Pontier heading to the second period.
Hirsch with the 1 right away.
Feller's in on a quick shot down on 5. He's got Bilodeau's leg up in the air. Now he's going cradle. But Bilodeau's going to belly out, just give up the 3. But takedown for Nolan Fellers, early lead. DeBalt, you see that escape? DeBalt cuts him. I'm not even sure he hardly had one, and DeBalt immediately back in the leg, gets the takedown.
Walks off with a 17-6 win.
17-6. Lucas got another takedown over there on 3, so Mason Lucas of Carlisle leads Logan Trineri of Southeast Polk 9-6. 30 seconds left in the second period.
We're on 5 here. Fellers is still up 3-0 here. Minute 20 left here in the first.
Coming out on mat 6 will be the 1 seed Ethan Bibler, Waverly Shellrock. Be taking on Wes Anderson out of Waukee.
Now wrestling on mat number 6, quarterfinals at 165.
Bibler had a big win over Jackson Miller at state duels to take over the number 1 spot.
48 seconds left here in the second period, down on 4. Still 1-0 in favor of Hirsch, West Dubuque. Down on 6. Just getting started here with Bibler and Anderson.
Anderson immediately in on the shot, but they're going to go out of bounds.
Penner for West Dubuque currently up 3-1 right now over Benjamin Lytle on mat 8. On 1, Rubino is up 7-3 on Perez Hall.
Another takedown from Mason Lucas over on 3.
Lucas side, you know what?
He's got 4 takedowns against Logan Trineri. That's 12-7 lead. Looks like it's going to finish the second period that way.
Hirsch got himself.
Logan Trineri's got some work to do here in the third.
So down on 4. Pontier got a takedown, make it 3-1. And now Hirsch made a reversal.
3-3 at the end of the second.
Yep.
This time.
This is a fun match here. Down on 8, Macklin Penner 3-1 down on 2. Ryle of Bondurant, he's up 8-3 on McNamara. 7. Hughes Cornoria, he's up 3-1 on Bettendorf. So there we got our corners taken care of there quick.
Oh, we got a little injury time down here on 6. I think that's Wes Anderson. Bibler was in on a shot. Wes Anderson hurt his knee, so we'll see. They did give Bibler the takedown in the 3-0 lead. Start of the third here. Defending state runner-up, Logan Trineri, Southeast Polk, trails Mason Lucas 12-7.
Right now.
He's got to get going here. Coaches arguing here about a stall call. There's Trineri in on a shot, but again, he's shooting from space. He's not really getting in very deep.
No. Fellers up 4-1.
There's a stalemate. Looks like Anderson's coming back up to his feet.
Pontier in on the leg. But Hirsch is trying to find a hip.
Trying to roll through.
I don't think he's going to get it here.
No, I think if Pontier can get that left arm out, there's the takedown for Pontier. He now leads, 5-3 with 1 minute left in that match. Trineri tries another desperation shot.
Wow. Good match.
Mason Lucas spins right around. He's up 15-7 now.
Mason Lucas. Man, Carlisle, like I said, Carlisle's got it going on right now.
There's going to be some fireworks. These coaches are excited. Carlisle pumped up here. Again, Trenary is a state runner-up last year. That would be the first loss for Southeast Polk
And
in the quarterfinals. There's a stall call.
I think it might be the first stall call in Southeast Polk, too, the tournament.
Yeah. Jessamine not very happy, but Trenary's really just laying there, head on the mat. Now they're going to call stalling the other way as time expires for no apparent reason. Mason Lucas.
5-4 now.
Oh, no, there's 12 seconds left. They're going to go back to the center.
So Hirsch gets the escape with 30 seconds left. Make it 5-4 here, down on 4.
We got blood time for Bibler down on 6, but he leads 3-1.
So Hirsch here, he's got 30 seconds. He needs to come up with something quick here.
Lucas is just going to, Trenary comes to feet. Lucas just lets him go. That match is going to end. 15-8 win for Mason Lucas out of Carlisle.
15 seconds here for Hirsch. It's time to dig deep here.
There's some jawing going back and forth from the coaches over there, Carlisle and Polk. But Polk takes their first loss of the quarterfinals here.
Hey, man. You got to show up and wrestle. This is just going to get handed to you. Wow. Pontier. Hirsch is pushing. Pontier was pushing the pace. Hirsch was pushing the pace, and Pontier just went, see ya, and hit a fireman's on it.
So Indianola's got themselves another semifinalist, Jake Pontier, 5-4 win over
Joe Hirsch.
Joe Hirsch.
So now Joe Hirsch, third year in a row, put himself in that blood round match.
Yeah, that starts getting in your head.
Oh.
Now up on 3, we got number 2, Boz Diaz out of Waverly Shell Rock. Be taking on Levi Johnson out of Spencer. Over on map 5, Fellers built that lead up to 7-1 over Doc and Billadu out of Southeast Polk. That's in the third period, early third period.
Penner up 3-1 right now for West Dubuque on mat 8.
Now coming out on mat 4 semifinal, 4th seed Caden Leonard out of Johnston taking on the 5 seed Xavier Anderson out of Marshalltown.
Fellers in on a really nice shot, looking to cut the corner.
There's been a ton of blood time down here between Bibler and Anderson, but Ethan Bibler, number 1 seed out of Waverly, 4-1 lead, just underway in the second period. There's Fellers.
Oh.
Yep, they gave the 3. So 10-1 lead now for Fellers. Again, Billadu, though, is a Greco guy. He's never going to be out of this. Minute left.
Fellers is also pretty good at the Greco-Roman style.
10-2 lead as Billadu gets an escape.
Memory serves me right. Wasn't he a Pan Am member?
Yeah, I think you might be right there. Looks like Xavier Anderson. No, not quite. Now he's in the seat belt. Xavier Anderson's got the leg over here with Caden Leonard, but Leonard's got a whizzer in pretty tight. Anderson trying to elevate that leg, kind of shelf it, but they're going to call stalemate. Still scoreless on 3 as well between Johnson of Spencer and Boz Diaz out of Waverly.
That is Spencer. I was like, all that purple singlet actually made me look like Johnson. Are you sure it's that Spencer of Johnson?
Levi Johnson of Spencer, Iowa. There's another takedown for Bibler over here on 6. So he now leads 7-1. Still in the second, no, 9-1 now in the second period still.
Good match here for Bibler.
Absolutely.
Down here on 8, Penner now 3-2, going into the third period with Lytle out of North Scott. They were supposed to wrestle in the finals but at districts, but Penner medically forfeited into the finals. So this is probably the first time they're seeing each other.
Still scoreless on 4, Xavier Anderson, Marshalltown, Caden Leonard to Johnston. Still scoreless on 3 between Levi Johnson and Spencer and Boz Diaz of Waverly Shell Rock. Fellers picks up the major decision, 13-3. So there's another wrestler dropping the backside for Southeast Polk, Doc and Billadu.
Now on 5, we have Jackson Miller of Carlisle, the 3 seed. He's taking on Barrett Mears.
Tell you what, this could be a pretty fun match too. Mira's, again, one of those dynamite sophomores. Also a very good baseball player. Jackson Miller, a kid who's been this situation over and over and over again, trying to win his first state title this year.
quarterfinals at 165.
This is one of those, like, you know, some of those stories like Jax Miller, like, in that chase. Like,
There,
in that
Jax
chase
Miller
himself.
immediately gets a double leg takedown. Ramirez trying to scramble out of this right now. But
1-0 over on 3.
yep.
Oh, big old double leg there. No.
Baz Diaz got the escape to start the second. He's immediately back in on a shot, but right on the edge, they're going to go out of bounds. And over on 4, I'm not sure. Somebody went neutral here in the second because it's still scoreless in the second. Xavier Anderson, Marshalltown, Caden Leonard out of Johnston. Did not see who chose neutral.
Ashland Miller Jax is going right now. He is on mat 5. We're just talking about him. He's up 3-0. Ramirez, though, he's looking in the hips there, but then Miller does a really good job bringing him back down the mat. Penner now up, down on 8, 6-2. Down on 2. Looks like Winky is up 3-1 on 1. Tide Nielsen is up 13-2 on over Schrock and Claire Figamana. Then down on 7, David Thyssen and Jesse Egley. They're going here on 7.
Another
Egley with an ankle
nice
pick.
shot out of Bibler. He just about put Anderson on his back, but he's able to.
Jax Miller, though, with the bars.
Oh, yeah. Got Ramirez in some trouble, picking up some near fall. Bibler's up 12-2.
There's the fall for Jackson Miller.
Nice job out of Jackson Miller.
Good
Looks ready to
match.
roll this week.
At some point, too, like, you got a mentality of, hey, I'm not going to be denied this week.
Right.
Like, I just got to wrestle as hard as I freaking can.
They did put 1 point on the board now for Xavier Anderson out of Marshalltown down here in the second period. So Anderson leads 1-0 over Caden Leonard of Johnston. Baz Diaz still leading 1-0 over Levi Johnson and Spencer. That's in the third period. Johnson starts on the bottom. Coming out now on mat 5. We'll have Logan Bruxford of Pella taking on Loudon Bloxham of Prairie Cedar Rapids.
Pella, Bloxham, Prairie Cedar Rapids, now wrestling quarterfinals at 175.
Oh, Xavier Anderson. 5 seconds left in the second period. Gets a takedown and near fall. Oh, it looks like Leonard's injured.
Hate seeing that.
Anderson blew right through him in the last 5 seconds of the period there, so he'll have a 6-0 lead after 2. But injury time for Caden Leonard, and they're looking at his knee. Baz Diaz got a tight ball. Oh, they're going to stop it. It looked like he was maybe going to be able to take him over, but they're going to stop it. Potentially dangerous. So Diaz still leads 1-0. 1 minute left. 1 minute, 2 seconds left in the third period. Levi Johnson on bottom needs an escape here. There's mat 6 finally goes final. Number 1 seed Ethan Bibler, Waverly Shell Rock, picks up a 12-3 major decision over Wes Anderson out of Waukee.
Baz Diaz going to South Dakota State next year. Nice little pipeline they have there.
Yeah. Of course, Cody Caldwell out at South Dakota State from Waverly Shell Rock.
Such a dude.
Coaching. Yeah. Don't make him much better than Coach Caldwell. Now coming up on mat 6 will be AJ Pontier of Indianola taking on Abe Bouchong out of Southeast Polk. Bouchong been wrestling really well as of late. Actually just knocked off Jackson Miller as well. Here, Caden Leonard up to his feet now, trying to walk around on that knee. But again, Anderson had a huge move right at the end of the second period. So Anderson's going to take a 6-0 lead into the third. Oh, Johnson up to his feet. Boz still got his head. Are they going to say still down? Johnson's squared up on his feet. Diaz just had an arm over the head, but they're going to say no escape.
Wow.
So Baz Diaz going to hold on to win 1-0. Johnson was standing straight up looking at him.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough loss there. 1-0. Baz Diaz, Waverly Shell Rock moves into the semifinals.
Down on 6 here. Bashong, Southeast Polk's up 3-0 on to Pontier. Pontier.
Pontier.
I don't know why I'm trying to be fancy with it. Why am I trying to church it up?
Over on mat 4, we got more injury time again for Caden Leonard. He got up, started wrestling, and then right back to that knee.
That's not good.
Doesn't look real good. Over on mat 5, Loudon Bloxham of Cedar Rapids Prairie out to a 3-2 lead over Logan Bruxford.
Oh, man, that's
Pella.
over.
Oh, yeah. Caden Leonard's going to injury default. So Xavier Anderson of Marshalltown moves into the semifinals. Marshalltown's got themselves a state place winner.
Good for Marshalltown.
Coming out now on mat 3, we got state champion Jacob Helgeson out of Johnston. Be taking on Abe Parker out of Waukee Northwest. Oh, we got a possible fall down on 5.
Oh, yeah.
He was trailing, but Logan Bruxford of Pella has got Loudon Bloxham on his back.
Yeah.
A lot of time left, minute
Plenty
left in the
time.
second period. Bruxford of Pella, there's
With
the
the fall.
fall. Pella's
He's
got
fired
themselves a semifinalist. Logan Bruxford, the 14 seed, punches his ticket to the semifinals.
Love that. This is what the state tournament's about, man. Get a guy, get him on a run, and he goes. Gets himself on a medal stand as well.
Now wrestling on mat number 7.
I know, obviously, every goal, everyone's goal is to win a state title. But if you get past this quarterfinal and all of a sudden, you can kind of solidify yourself in that top 6.
I thought maybe we were going to have an unranked wrestler, but we had Logan Bruxford ranked 12th.
Ooh, that's nice.
Stuck him in.
But you know what I mean, though? Like, I know it's not everyone's goal is to win a state title, but you make that semifinal, you're in the top 6, you got to be feeling freaking good, man.
Oh,
like,
absolutely. And now coming out of mat 5, we'll have Andy Frank of Muscatine, the 3 seed, taking on Cole Martin out of Ames. Bushong out to a 6-1 lead late in the first period over AJ Pontier. Just underway on 4. 4 seed Philip Jacobs of Linmar taking on the 5 seed Landon Bell out of Iowa City Liberty.
I do know for a fact that it is Andy Frank's assistant coach Ryan Haggerty's birthday today, so
Oh, nice.
you just can't really say happy birthday to
Now
him.
wrestling on mat number 2, Constellation 190, Daniel DeVolt, Anthony Centennial,
So Frank, Frankie, been one of those kids. You guys see him a lot, decent amount this year. He's just one of those kids that just has been in the picture since he's been a freshman. Had a great Fargo season. Placed 7th last year. He's one of these kids that he's starting to really put it together. Over on 3, going to the end of the first period here, going to the toss. Abe Parker defers, and it looks like Helgeson chooses bottom. Over on 5, Cole Martin. He's got the single leg up on Frankie.
Martin's a tough kid. That's going to be a pretty good match, though.
Frankie's just got those big old freaking thighs there, too. Like, it's
Yeah.
going to be hard to score on unless you're cutting an angle here.
Down on 4, Landon Bell out of Iowa City Liberty picks up a first period takedown, and he's got a 3-0 lead on Philip Jacobs of Linmar right now. Nice job of Jacobs coming up to his feet in his 1-point escape, though. So it's 3-1, 20 seconds left in the first. They're going to go out of bounds. Bushong putting on a good ride down on mat 6. He leads 6-1 halfway through the second period over AJ Pontier out of Indianola. No takedown over there. Frank was able to get out of it, so still scoreless. Cole Martin, Andy Frank. Helgeson gets his escape over on mat 3 to take a 1-0 lead over Parker.
Down here on 6 still. About 50 seconds left here in the second. Bushong's doing a really good job on top. Just got a solid ride here in the second period.
Yeah, Bushong really has come along, made some big improvements since coming into Southeast Polk last year. Had a really good season, wrestling as well as he has all year right now.
Over on 5, still
Now
scoreless.
wrestling on mat number 8,
3 though. I mean, this one's fun to watch so far. I mean, you see 2 strong dudes like
Johnston. Young,
Ooh.
Cedar Rapids, Washington. Rockler, Johnston. Now wrestling on mat number 8.
So on 4,
Constellation 190.
Linmar sees themselves down 4-1 on Landon Bell. Liberty.
Not sure how many semifinalists Liberty's had at this point. Pretty new school over there in Iowa City.
Was Lima one last year?
I can't remember if Vincenzo Lima made the semis or not. He's a place winner, but. So Helgeson still leads 1-0 at the end of the second period over on 3. Got to assume Parker's going to go down in the third. Landon Bell looking to lift here.
Oh,
neck wrench.
If you're Lindmark,
Philip Jacobs, though, he doesn't quite get it.
If you're Jacobs, though, you need to put that freaking away.
Right?
Save some morale here for the team.
So no points they got to bounce. Still 4-1 for Bell.
Went lat drop at 6, and
Bouchon comes out with the takedown.
Just slid right through it.
So now out to a big 10-1 lead early in the second period. Abe Bouchon, Southeast Polk. Over on mat 5, Cole Martin jumps out to a 2-1 lead over Andy Frank. I'm thinking there was a reversal there, and then Frank got an escape.
So right now in the Southeast Polk race, how many guys are on the backside now? One's eliminated.
One's eliminated. I think there's 2 others.
Okay.
I think just
ADM, Brayton Gipple, Monterey,
tied 1-1 down on here on 3.
ADM, Gipple,
Jacob Helgeson, 2-time state champion, going to Iowa State. Abe Parker, don't really know much about him personally, but 29-11
senior.
senior.
So 11 losses coming in, challenging the 2-time champ.
I mean,
Over Landon Bell gets another takedown over there now on 4 to kind of separate himself. That's 7-1 at the end of the second period.
Parker, though, looking for the shot.
He was real close to catching that second ankle on the edge of the mat, but they're going to go all the way out. Helgeson kind of reaches over for that coach's mat and gets out of bounds.
He would have probably grabbed his shoe if he had to.
All right.
So over on 5 here. Still 2-1 in favor of Martin.
Coach Yonk over in the corner telling Abe Parker to stay on that offense. Get after it here.
I mean, you got 30 seconds here. You might as well make yourself, if not for nothing, make yourself look busy. Make yourself, put it in the eyes of the ref that, hey, this kid's working to score. Sometimes you have to kind of convince the ref, like, hey, I'm working harder than this guy.
So end of the second period, Cole Martin of Ames still with a 2-1 lead over Andy Frank of Muscatine. They head to the third. Frank's choice, he's going to start bottom. Abe Bouchon of Southeast Polk still putting on a big ride over here on 6.
14 seconds left here in the third period. We might be going to overtime here in this quarterfinal match with John Helgerson and
Jacob Helgerson
and Abe Parker.
Landon Bell of Liberty still with a 7-1 lead, a minute and a half left in that match on 4.
Quick blood time here.
So Parker and Helgeson, is it over though, or is it still got a little time on the clock? Must still be a little bit. Still shows third period, but
yeah, I think
matches wind down. Going to be heading probably to overtime.
3 seconds.
All right. Bouchon still leading 10-1, putting on a good ride. 35 seconds left on mat 6. Southeast Polk looking for another bonus point victory down there. A lot of action out of Pontier, but just kind of rolling around. Didn't really clear hands, catch any control there. So Bouchon just kind of follows him. They're going to go out of bounds. 18 seconds left. Frank was able to get an escape to tie that one 2-2. 1 minute left in the match.
Now it's time to start pushing the pace here a little bit.
They are starting. It's going to be overtime over on mat 3. Helgeson and Parker heading to overtime, 1-1. Well, Pontier tries to roll, but Bouchon able to stop it and will hold on to that major decision. So another bonus point win for Southeast Polk Rams in the quarterfinals. Abe Bouchon heading to the semis after a 10-2 win.
Up, getting a little chippy down here on 7.
Down on 5. Things are getting serious.
Helgeson.
Helgeson.
Yep, Helgeson finds that takedown.
Great effort out of Abe Parker, but the state champ Helgeson holds on in overtime. Things are getting serious on 5. Hagerty takes his hat off, and he's getting fired up now.
Yep. You know it. Now we're going to overtime here.
Overtime again on that 5. Andy Frank, the 3 seed, Cole Martin, the 6 seed, 2-2, heading to overtime.
Over on 6, we got Lincoln Jip taking on Wyatt Gibson.
At 175. Wrestling on mat number 3.
Jip Bettendorf, Gibson out of Southeast Polk. Just about final here on mat 4. Looks like Landon Bell. Oh, we got 3 seconds left. They're going to go back to center. But Landon Bell, Iowa City Liberty's going to get themselves a semifinalist.
Good for them. But man,
There it is. Landon Bell wins 7-2 over Philip Jacobs and Lindmar.
Man, Lindmar feels like they got bit today bad.
Yeah. Been kind of a rough morning here. It is morning, right? It feels like it's about 8 o'clock at night. But
Yeah.
over on 3 now, we got Asa Hempstead, number 1 seed out of Carlisle, taking on Paxton Blanchard out of Lewis Central.
You know, I said last night I wasn't going to be able to go get something to eat or be able to handle eating at Buzzards again today, but
You might not get the choice.
I
You
might
might
not
not
get
be
the
able
choice.
to get there. Over on 4 now will be Johan Gomez out of Marshalltown, taking on Braden Kester out of Bettendorf. Still in overtime. That's going to be the end of the first minute over on 5. So we're going to go to ride-outs. Cole Martin's going to win first flip. He's going to go down to start the first ride-out.
wow.
Again,
Carl,
2
Hempstead-
30-second periods.
Hempstead right now looking for the fall right away. You want to talk about a kid that just burst on the scene last year for obvious reasons, but he's backed it up on the second half of the season in his senior year.
Absolutely. There's the fall. Asa Hempstead, Carlisle, heading to the semifinals at 190 pounds. Picks up the fall over Peyton Blanchard out of Lewis Central.
I think Hempstead even kind of was like, crap, we got to get Lars and Worm some food here, so I got to make this fast
Right.
for him.
Down on 5, Cole Martin was able to get the escape in that first ride out.
Jip with the fall.
Great match on Jip. Up 6-1, gets the fall. So Southeast Polk drops in another quarterfinal.
I like
believe
this.
they're 6-3 now.
I like this Jip kid.
Yeah. Jip's tough kid.
At 285.
Now up on mat 3. Oh, on 5. Now it's Frank's choice. Another full 30 seconds. Frank's got the opportunity to try to escape here. He's immediately up to his feet.
Yep,
And
now
he's
he's in
out.
the one.
So it's tied 3-3, but we got 25 seconds left here. If somebody can score.
Frankie, another shot, but
Quarterfinals at 215. Grayshawn Ross.
Martin finds the corner, but does a great job.
Oh, Frank comes up with it. He's up. Oh, he lets go with the leg.
Lewis Central.
He loses the leg and comes upper body.
I thought he was going to go straight up with
I
it,
did
come
too.
across, and then he ended up slipping. Man.
So nothing. So we're going to go to first point, right?
Yeah.
First point gets choice.
Which is
Cole Martin.
and
Martin's going to go down.
Frank's going to have to put
Yep.
up tough.
Martin got a reversal in the second, and then Frank got the escape.
You got
So
to have a tough freaking ride here if you're Frankie.
still scoreless late in the first period between Johan Gomez and Braden Kester over on 4, and still scoreless on, or no, just getting underway on 6.
Martin got out.
The man, the myth, the legend, Drayshawn Ross gets a 4-second takedown.
Yep.
Against Joseph Mongi out of Lewis Central. I believe these two wrestled the districts last week as well. So Cole Martin, 4-3 win, knocks off the 3 seed Andy Frank out of Muscatine. So Ames with another semifinalist. That makes 3. Castillo, Hinson, and Martin.
I saw a team race, and it was 126-75.
Pulling away
Yeah.
as expected.
Hey, look, Drayshawn got another takedown.
Weird. 23 seconds in.
Over
Over on 3 now, Colby Gibbons of Johnson with a 3-1 lead over
He's
Carson Slora of Indianola.
He's just literally taking him down and looking at the ref just going, suck up.
Pretty much.
Start me back up. Oh, and then another one.
31 seconds in at 215 pounds, and he's got 3 takedowns.
Quarterfinal match at 190.
Another release. 9-3.
You know, I used to
Another takedown.
think there was no one in history that was as good as like Matt
Another
Fields.
release. Yeah.
But Drayshawn would make. I think that would be a very, very. I've never seen talent like this at this weight.
I'd love to see
1 minute 5 takedowns.
I'd love to see a junior senior Ben Keeter wrestle junior Drayshawn Ross just to see exactly how it would go.
We might see it someday.
Maybe. So it's 15-5 now. 1 minute 5 seconds into the first period for Drayshawn Ross. Now on mat 5, scoreless 45 seconds in. That's Trey Feist out of North Scott taking on Kane Teagues, the number 2 seed out of Urbandale. On mat 3, Colby Givens of Johnston leads 3-1 over Carson Slora out of Indianola. Now on mat 4, Braden Kester of Bettendorf with a 1-0 lead over Johan Gomez out of Marshalltown. That's in the second period. Kester gets underhook, walks him to the edge, drops down on the leg, gets the takedown. So now 4-0 lead for Kester.
So now we got Cooper Martinson. He's coming out here at
Still,
6.
oh yeah, before Holden Hansen. Polk still got a couple guys coming.
Kelly of Iowa City West, now wrestling on mat number 2, constellation at 285.
We must be underselling how many Polk has if they just have 2 guys left. They've only lost 3, right?
Yeah.
So 11 have wrestled, so they're 8-3 then?
Yeah.
Martinson of Southeast Polk, Harris Beasley, Waterloo East,
Right. I think they've only lost 3.
285.
Gibson just lost, Billadu lost, and Trineri lost. I think that's it. There's Martinson underway now on 6, taking on Harris Beasley out of Waterloo East.
Big body lock.
Martinson at the takedown.
Martinson cradle. Trying to lock up a cradle.
Don't see that a heavyweight every day. Caden Teagues from Urbandale got a takedown over on 5.
And he's
He
going to
leads
walk it
3-0
through.
after the first. Martinson looking for some near fall here out of the cradle. Getting the count.
Got a full set of 4 there. Jumps out to a 7-0 lead here real quick. All right.
Kester still leads Gomez 4-1. Gibbons still leads Slora 3-1 at 2:15, and Teagues leading Feist 3-0. Martinson with another cradle locked up, getting more near fall. Lets it go. It's going to be 11-0, 1 minute in.
He's talented, man.
Oh, now he's bringing the arm on the back.
So
He kind of lost it there.
he's one of those guys, like, sucks that we're losing him to football, man.
Yeah,
He'd be a fun Division I wrestler.
yeah. So Teagues got the escape over on 5. Now he's back in on a shot, and there's the takedown. So he builds his lead to 7-0 here in the second period. 2 seed Kane Teagues out of Urbandale. Kester was in on a shot, but they're going to go out of bounds. So we got 1 minute, 3 seconds left in that match. Braden Kester of Bettendorf with a 4-1 lead over Johan Gomez of Marshalltown. And over on 3, Colby Gibbons is up 4-1 now over Carson Slora out of Indianola. Minute 22 left in that match. Gomez in on a shot now against Kester, but gets Kester able to put his hip down on the mat, get him flattened out. Looking to kind of high leg over here, but Gomez doing a good job hanging on. Martinson's going to lead 11-0 after the first period. Harris Beasley's going to take top.
Okay, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's hope that pans out for you.
He's a big boy. We'll see if he can keep Martinson down here. If he can stop this first move and flatten him out. Martinson, a pretty athletic heavyweight, though.
Yeah.
Really athletic heavyweight. Huh? He stops it. He gets him flat. Martinson's on his belly now. He's back up to his base. But, you know, you just got turned how many times? You got taken down with ease. Maybe it's not the worst strategy in the world. Try something different.
No, as strong as athletic he is still.
Braden.
200 plus, or 240 plus pounds on top. He has a lot of
weight.
Yeah.
Braden Kester of Bettendorf does pick up the 7-1 decision over Johan Gomez. So the second Kester brother making the semifinals tonight.
Prairie down here dinged up.
Uh-oh, got another injury. Prairie, of course. They've had enough problems tonight.
I hopefully are going to get some updates here this afternoon from one of their assistant coaches. But.
So that's going to go final on mat 3. Colby Gibbons out of Johnston, a 4-1 winner over Carson Slora. He punches his ticket to the semifinals. Now coming out on mat 4, Gene Ngoma out of Cedar Rapids Xavier taking on Rafael Ituma out of Iowa City High. There's Martinson with a body lock to the back. It's going to be over either way, but that's got to be a fall. There it is. He was going to be up 15-0, but he gets the fall. Cooper Martinson punches his ticket to the semifinals. I believe that's now 9 Southeast Polk wrestlers, with Holden Hansen still to come.
And I believe Holden Hansen is coming up right here on 6 again. I'm Jessamine. I might as well just park it.
Over on 5, Kane. It's 1 minute left in the match. Kane Teagues leading 10-2 over Feist and North Scott. Feist gets his leg up in the air, tries to trip, and Teague just kind of comes right around him.
I have long legs.
Yep. Now up on 3, we got another heavyweight match. That is 4 seed Henry Moore out of Waukee Northwest taking on the 5 seed Joe Constable out of Fort Dodge. Scoreless there, still scoreless in Ngoma and Ituma. And Feist trails Teague 13-2. It looks like we're actually going to be done on mat 6.
Oh, okay.
So they have been calling on decks. So it's gotten a little out of order here. This is not usual. It used to just be next available mat. They'd throw them out there. But this year they have been calling on deck, getting a little out of order. Kane Teagues does pick up a major decision over there on 5. So Urbandale's got themselves another semifinalist.
Now wrestling.
Ituma.
Number 6.
We get to go behind here with a 3.
And Ngoma gets it over at Ituma.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Overton of Indianola.
Down on 5 here, we got Camden Smith taking on Holden Hansen.
And coming out on 6. They are going to bring a match out to 6. So to be, I'm assuming they moved it over. Xander Overton of Indianola going to be taking on Colton Borshadine Johnson out of Norwalk.
Yeah, they're probably like, hey, we're getting in crunch time right now.
Yeah, we got to get everybody cleared out to get one day back in here. We are not going to have much of a break, but Worm and I are going to take as much of a break as we can, try to get a bite to eat quick. Don't think we'll be leaving the arena, but we'll get something.
Perch, down the center, Grimes, Stody, Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, now wrestling Constellation at 285 on mat number 7. Now wrestling on mat number 1, Constellation at 285, Andrew Hine, Waukee, Romeo Klein, Prairie.
Shout out to the beautiful Erin Witten listening right now on her way home from work.
Oh, you softy.
Got to do it.
You softy. Well, now I got to say what's up to Mrs. B.
Well, of course, you should say what's up to Mrs. B.
Hi, Erin. All right, here on 4. You got minute 30 here in the second.
So
tell you what, though, man, these quarters have been some bangers. Like I like this session. This is a good session.
So Ngoma still leading 3-0 over Ituma here in the second period. All the other 3 matches in the quarters right now are still scoreless. We got Constable and Moore over on mat 3. Cam Smith and Holden Hansen on mat 5. And Overton of Indianola and Borshadine Johnson on mat 6. All 3 of those are scoreless. Smith and Hansen 215. The other ones are all heavyweight. The other 2 are heavyweights. Borshadine Johnson, look at that power.
Jeez.
Double leg, just picks up the big old Xander Overton, puts him down for 3.
Johnson's brother plays at Iowa now, right?
Yep, Borshadine Johnson, the
Maddox.
older one. Yep. He's going to cut him loose, too. Gets the takedown, cuts him loose, so it's 3-1 now.
So down here, we got a stall call here down on 4.
Stalling on to Tuma on the bottom there. So it looks like we got our last 6 matches on the... Oh, no, we should still have one heavyweight match coming yet, don't we?
We should, in theory.
We've only had one with Martinson. There's 2 out there right now.
Yeah.
Borshadine Johnson's got 3 takedowns now. Another release. That's built up a 9-3 lead over there over Overton. Now he's in on another one behind him. Another attempt at a lift. Now he's going to just drop him back, drag him. It's 12-3, a minute 30 into that match for the heavyweight Borshadine Johnson out of Norwalk.
Still scoreless here on 5 with Holden Hansen and Camden Smith. Smith on top, dude. I mean, he's tough on top.
Yeah.
He's strong.
Oh,
As I
Holden
said,
Hansen hits the switch. There's the 2.
I really got to stop talking sometimes, man. Gosh. As soon as I say a position, all of a sudden, there it goes.
Never mind.
But Holden Hansen is pretty good at wrestling too.
Yeah. Pretty good at football as well.
Yeah.
Over on 3, Henry Moore. Looks like he might ride out Joe Constable here in the second. He's going to get it. So Waukee Northwest going to go 0-0 into the third. It'll be Henry Moore's choice, I believe.
Because why not?
Looks like we got a little blood time down there on 5 for Smith. Trailing Holden Hansen 2-0. Borshadine Johnson with another takedown. That is now a tech fall. There it is, 19-4, 9 seconds into the second period at heavyweight.
Good for him.
Great match out of Borshadine Johnson. Glad they moved that one over there. Can we move the next one too?
Yeah. Let's just keep moving.
And Goma still leading 3-0 down here on 4. Got an underhook here. We might see something big trying to come around. Atuma squares up. Well, still 3-0. That's at 215 pounds. We're in the third period, 50 seconds to go. Down on 3, Henry Moore did get that escape, so he leads Constable 1-0 with 1:25 left in the match.
Two in a shot.
Quarterfinal 3.
Oh, found a cradle.
And Goma got Atuma in a little bit of trouble here.
Catholic Darling of Johnston, now wrestling on mat number 6, quarterfinal 285.
See here.
It's like Moore trying to work an underhook over there against Constable. Constable's trailing 1-0. He's got to get something going. They are going to bring the other match over here?
Yes.
Nice. So we can get our last match on the mat here on 6. Heavyweight, it'll be the 3 seed Brady Hagan of Dowling Catholic taking on 11 seed Nick Darling out of Johnston.
And then please remove yourself from the arena as quickly as possible.
They're even announcing that try to get people out of the arena as quickly as possible. We only have an hour and 8 minutes till the next session starts, so it's going to be a real quick turnaround. 3A fans out of here, clean it up, get the 1A fans in.
Again, if you can police the area around where you're sitting.
I'm feeling dangerous right now.
Uh-oh.
I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
I might be just a little bit scared. So Ngoma does pick up the win down there for Cedar Rapids Xavier at 215 pounds. He is a semifinalist into the top 6 in the state.
Good for, man. I kind of want to see an upset at 215 so we can get a Drayshawn Ross Goma match.
Oh, Constable gets in on a shot and drives Moore all the way out of bounds. He kind of ran him all the way across the mat, but he goes out of bounds. Only 1 second left.
Man, he tried everything
Yeah,
there.
that was a great effort there by Constable. But
That's why, he makes you wonder too. That Constable gets to be the honors of.
By the way, Constable, the sophomore.
Gosh.
But Henry Moore of Waukee Northwest picks up the 1-0 lead or 1-0 win to move into the semifinals.
Well, I was just gonna say, Constable gets the privilege of getting to work out Drayshawn Ross every day.
Right. Yeah.
You're never gonna have a fun practice.
So we're down to 4 matches. We got 2 quarterfinals out here. Holden Hansen, Southeast Polk leads 2-0 over Camden Smith of Dubuque Hempstead as we head to the third period. And over on mat 6, it's still 0-0, 30 seconds left in the first period. Brady Hagan of Dowling Catholic taking on Nick Darling of Johnston. And why not? We'll update you on our 2 consolation matches left. On mat 1, Andrew Hine out of Waukee with a 9-3 lead over Romeo Klein of Cedar Rapids Prairie. And over on mat 7, we've got Anthony Snodney of Cedar Rapids Jefferson with a 7-2 lead over Ryan Persh out of Dallas Center Grimes. And that one just went finals. So Snodney of Cedar Rapids Jefferson's going to survive in advance, get himself a ticket to the blood round.
Survive in advance. That's kind of the motto today.
Looks like some blood time over there between Hansen and Smith again. We might be here till 1:30.
Oh, because why not, man? Because why not?
Hagan up to his feet to start the second period. Out 4-second escape. So Brady Hagan Dowling Catholic takes a 1-0 lead over Darling. Oh, Darling takes kind of a bad shot, but he's able to come back up and square up there.
Hanson still up 2-0 in favor of Cam Smith. If I'm Cam right now, man, you got a minute. Yeah, okay. Say start getting active here. Try getting in the legs here.
So we are down to our last 2 matches on the mat. 2 quarterfinals left on mats 5 and 6. Hagen working an underhook here on the left side. He does a little slide by. He's got the leg inside. There's a Merkel. There's 3-0. Or 4-0, excuse me. 3-point takedown makes it 4-0 in favor of Brady Hagen out of Dowling Catholic. 1 minute left in the second period. Yeah, down to 45 seconds now for Cam Smith. He's trailing 2-0 against Holden Hanson of Southeast Polk.
Coming up short.
I might try to check my math here, make sure I got the right amount of finalists for Southeast Polk. Believe if he wins here, that'll make 10. So Woody, DeSalvo, Prime, Riggins, Pearson, Oberbrockling, Jessaroga, Trineri got beat, Bilodeau got beat, Bouchon won, Gibson got beat, Martinson won. Hanson would make 10 semifinalists if he holds on here.
And Hanson is going to sneak by, or get this one 2-0 over Camden.
So there
Smith.
it is. The Rams go 10-3 in the quarterfinals. Woof. Distance themselves out.
Yeah, by almost double points now.
Currently 133.5. Johnston in second at 78. Waukee Northwest in third at 76. And Bettendorf in fourth at 75. And Indianola in fifth at 71.5. So a lot to be made there for those other team trophies. 2 through 6 are real tight. Carlisle's right behind that in 6. So there is still a team race.
Yeah.
Might not be for first, but there's definitely a team race to try to get those second and third place trophies.
100%. Yeah.
So we're down to the final period here. 2 minutes left. Brady Hagen and Dowling Catholic with a 4-1 lead over Nick Darling of Johnston. Hagen putting on a good ride here early in the third period. Yeah. Hagen's gotten him flattened out here, trying to roll a wrist back the way it looks.
Yep.
That's our last match of the day. We're going to get a real quick break. We'll be back here again at 1:30 for 1A action.
Tell you what, man, it's going to be a fast turnaround. Oh,
Oh, of course, yeah, blood time.
All right. Hey, guys, we're actually going to cut, we
need a bathroom. We need some food. We got to be right back here in an hour.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys back here in an hour. This is Worm and Lars. We got our one. We're out.